Cyberbullying, cybercrime has been with us for years. With the explosion in the digital space and different kinds of instruments in that space, it's become more sophisticated. And sometimes you just entertain yourself when you hear a very cyber-aware person who they try to scam. And they play along. And the conversation is normally very interesting. Me free MTN. I mean, MTN will call you in Chi. First thing. If they manage some good English, please, we are calling you from MTN. And your number has been blocked, so we want to unblock it for you. Your Mugabe pin has been unblocked. Then they start leading you. And some of these, I respect those of our citizens. They say, oh, is that so? He says, yeah, so I'm going to send you a code. When I send you a code, repeat it to me so that I can unblock your Momo pin. The most interesting one is this guy who pretends to be a stammerer and says, so read the number for me quickly. They say, one. I wish that all our citizens will be that aware that your bank won't call you, your telecom provider won't call you and ask for your personal details. And so this is a very important month and a program. Some are romance scams, and recently we've been collaborating with our international partners. Our extradition treaties, we ship the culprits back. And so we'll continue to collaborate with all our global partners. Anybody involved in romance scams, whether you are a foreigner or you are a Ghanaian citizen, we will hand you over to be tried and punished accordingly. There are also inside jobs. I mean, some people are employed within financial institutions and they manage, because they are in there, to be able to take advantage of the system. And so the Bank of Ghana and the cybersecurity agencies have arrested a few such, and punishment is normally very swift, and the people are sanctioned for what they do. But there are also other forms like hate speech to create division amongst people. People intentionally post messages that will pit one ethnic group against the other. That is also becoming very commonplace, and it's something that our cybersecurity authority and allied agencies must look at. And so these are just a few comments, but my main speech is here, and if you indulge me for a few minutes, I'll inflict it on you. So it gives me great pleasure to join you today for the official opening of the 2025 National Cyber Security Awareness Month. We gather here under the theme, Building a Safe, Informed and Accountable Digital Space. This occasion is not merely ceremonial, it is a pivotal moment for reflection on Ghana's position in the digital age, and more critically, on the direction that we must take. The decisions we make now will decide whether technology becomes a means of empowerment and growth or a source of vulnerability and division. As President, I'm deeply aware of the opportunities that digitalization offers. I'm equally conscious of the threats it presents to our national security, our economy, and even our democracy. It is therefore appropriate that we utilize this month to revitalize our national resolve, strengthen partnerships, and renew our commitment to building a cyber-secure Ghana. Ladies and gentlemen, across the world, digitalization is transforming economies, governments, and societies. In Ghana, we observe its impact in how our farmers access weather information on their phones, how our students engage in online learning, how businesses reach their markets far beyond their traditional borders, and how government services are delivered with greater speed and transparency. Digitalization is not just an abstract idea, it is real. It influences how we live and work. It opens new opportunities for innovation, efficiency, and inclusion. But as with all revolutions, there are risks. The same technologies that empower us can also be exploited to disrupt economies, to manipulate information, steal people's identities, or even compromise critical national infrastructure. Cyber threats today are more complex and more dangerous than ever before. They are borderless, they are invisible until it's too late, and they evolve every day. Recent studies highlight the seriousness of this issue. The International Monetary Fund's April 2024 Global Financial Stability Report revealed that over the past 2 decades, 20% of all reported cyber incidents worldwide have targeted the financial sector, resulting in direct losses exceeding $12 billion. Since 2020 alone, cyber-related losses are estimated to be over $2.5 billion. These are staggering figures. They reflect not just lost money, but lost trust, lost jobs, and in some cases, lost lives. Ghana is not immune. We too have encountered cyber fraud cases, phishing attacks, identity theft, and other digital crimes that harm individuals and businesses alike. As we expand digital public services and mobile money usage, we must reinforce the systems that safeguard them. And this is why under the Reset Ghana agenda, my administration has prioritized digital transformation as a key part of our national development policy. And cybersecurity is at the core of that transformation. When I took office in January this year, I promised the Ghanaian people that we will develop a modern, inclusive, and secure digital economy. That promise continues to guide my work today. Let me emphasize 4 flagship initiatives already in progress. The first is the 1 Million Coders program. I launched this program in April of this year. This initiative aims to train 1 million young Ghanaians in digital skills, including coding, software engineering, data analytics, and cybersecurity. Already pilot projects in Greater Accra, Ashanti, Bono, and Upper East region are equipping thousands of our youth with tools that prepare them not just for jobs today, but jobs of the future. The second is the Digital Jobs Initiative. This is a public-private partnership aimed at creating sustainable employment opportunity through technology. We're establishing regional digital centers for business process outsourcing and ICT parks to promote innovation in artificial intelligence, cybersecurity, and digital entrepreneurship. A key project under this initiative is the redevelopment of the Dawa ICT Park into a global center of excellence. The third is the FinTech Growth Fund. We've set aside $50 million to support indigenous startups and foster a vibrant digital finance ecosystem. We want Ghanaian innovators to develop solutions for Ghanaian challenges and also expand them across Africa. The fourth is the 24-hour economy. Beyond being a job creation strategy, this initiative is also about digital resilience. A 24-hour economy means round-the-clock operations. It requires secure systems, constant monitoring, and robust cybersecurity protocols to ensure that businesses, banks, hospitals are sufficient. Institutions are important. And that is why, in accordance with the Cybersecurity Act 2020, Act 1038, I'll today inaugurate the Joint Cybersecurity Committee, the JCC. The JCC brings together representatives from across all our security and intelligence sectors to collaborate closely with the Cybersecurity Authority. Its purpose is to ensure coherence, coordination, and proactive measures in our national defense against cyber threats. This is a vital step. Cybersecurity must not be fragmented. It demands unity of purpose, a clear strategy, and disciplined education. Cybercrime ignores borders. A hacker in one country can breach systems halfway across the world within seconds. And that is why Ghana cannot act alone. We must collaborate with the rest of the world. We're already signatories to the Malabo Convention and the Budapest Convention on Cybercrime. These frameworks enhance our ability to cooperate internationally and align our laws with global standards. This landmark treaty equips us with new tools. This October, Ghana will take another historic step. We'll ratify and sign the United Nations Convention on Cybercrime. This treaty equips us with new tools to investigate attacks, prosecute cyber criminals, and protect critical information infrastructure. Notably, Ghana has led efforts to include provisions against online child sexual exploitation and has emphasized the importance of applying international human rights law in cyberspace. Moreover, Ghana has also adopted the Palmol Process Code of Practice, which helps countries address the misuse of commercial cyber intrusion capabilities. As a result, we'll reinforce licensing systems, certify professionals, and approve cybersecurity products to ensure a secure and transparent environment. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, all these efforts, programs, institutions, treaties will fail if our people are not informed and vigilant. The truth is simple and straightforward. Our citizens are our first line of defense. This Awareness Month is therefore about our people. It is about ensuring every Ghanaian, from the child at school to the trader in the market, from the banker in the city to the farmer in the village, is to ensure they understand the risks of the digital world and know how to stay safe. Through school-based curricula, community training, and public awareness campaigns, like the beautiful drama you just watched, we are demystifying cybersecurity. We are demonstrating to our people that a simple click can have consequences, and that vigilance online is as important as vigilance as you walk on our streets. Cybersecurity is everyone's business. Our duty as government is to provide clear policies, strong institutions, and enforcement. The private sector's duty must invest in cyber resilience and protect consumers' data. Civil society must advocate responsibly, educating and holding governments and institutions accountable. And for our citizens, they must stay informed and alert on every occasion. If we all can do our duty together, we can build a cyber-resilient Ghana. Ladies and gentlemen, the risks are real, but the opportunities are greater. If we act wisely, decisively, and inclusively, Ghana can be a continental leader in secure digital innovation. And let us all remember, digitalization without security is unsustainable. Innovation without responsibility is dangerous. And opportunity without inclusion is unjust. And so what we seek to build is not just a digital economy, but a digital society, one that is safe, is inclusive, and is accountable. A Ghana that is connected and protected. A Ghana that empowers its youth, supports its businesses, and secures its cyberspace for its citizens. This is the vision of the Reset Ghana agenda. It is a vision of progress with protection, innovation with integrity, and inclusion with justice. And with your support, we will achieve this vision together. And so, it is now my singular honor to declare the 2025 National Cybersecurity Awareness Month officially launched.
Well, as the president has already signaled that he is not really interested in the blanket state of emergency, I think the real course really is to go back to probably go along with what Reverend Kweku just suggested. I think we put up a piece not long ago as well, suggesting that there could be some pragmatic pathway to use narrowly tailored emergency measures, in addition to basically looking at licenses that have been secured or otherwise probably not properly secured. But the most important thing is a proper timeline. See, the timelines, even as you try these targeted measures of emergency measures, so that you have some KPIs you are working on. Otherwise, you come back to the same, back to the table again, and then we wouldn't achieve much. So maybe yes, when we go, these are some of the things we're going to say, but more important, I think, should also be the issue around cultivating alternate livelihoods initiatives should be on the table. I think the last administration tried. Unfortunately, I'm not too sure people actually understood, or maybe they didn't find it, should I say, rewarding or convincing. But before I got, my line went off, I think I was making the point about a coffee juice that I know has managed to win off guys, young men off Galamsey by giving them some sort of a lifeline, right? As a gentleman, I buy coffee juice from around Hatchery area. Apparently the guy was a Galamsey, and I think he was making about 70 cedis or 100 cedis a day. But when he's retailing coffee juice, the guy makes close to about 400 or 500 cedis a day. And I think once I'm not saying we should give them make them have access to supernormal, to that kind of a source of income. But there must be some commensurate, sensible path away from Galamsey. Because this one, apart from getting something a little better, he also knows that it's risky. He could be killed, and again, he could also die as a result of ingesting some of these rather infiltrated or affected sources of water or food. So many examples will be given during the meeting, and I probably yield now that maybe we should go have this meeting and then let's see what will come out of it. But as I told my friend, as I told them when they were putting this together, and I said, look, get on with the work. Really, and so what we'll go and say what we want to say.
Live on TV SYZ and also on Power 97.9 FM, the hottest and the biggest conversation in Ghana inside politics in the free and studio hour 37 at BBC Street, the heart of Accra, Osu, editor in all the 16 regions across the country. Northern regional capital Tamale, Yedemo Kesmi 107.1 FM, Bole in the Savannah region, in Keligi FM, WFM Wawa, Yako, Upper East region. Yenu anuma woboko fire life e so 100.1 FM Zeps FM Zebila ana Pusiga Wingpang Sampa Wende FM. If you want to call Western Regional Capital Takrade ye sharp 106.9 FM Iziama Elembele West and 100.3 FM. Yako Central Regional Capital Cape Coast Adom Sounds Kromu Okotokraba Market San so ena Rich FM ewo Asin Fusu if you nebo hweko Bono Region Tiny 90.9 FM on Soko and Nstroma FM so ewo Nkra Nkwanta ye monfi ona fe yemfa ye ni enche for regional capital goso ye nananom 92.5 FM station with ambition na ifi ona fe ye de ani kire oti region yiwa 89.7 FM okete krachi KFM o pasa ana buem FM so ewo gia sekan voter regional capital ho ye global 105.1 FM London GFM radio on fire live radio kromo ho United States of America Virginia Post 68 FM ekromo Facebook Live Power 979 TV SYZ Ghana. Samsung on YouTube SYZ Broadcasting. Somewhere there Ebrewono Kenuforiata ABC Nei Enya DSA OSP etimi achino oda so ena mountain so ewo United Kingdom na ho nsem nyina no ye de ni na ebro on the show na we krokro the John OSP di agra we see sika taxpayers man we see no to was we no subhanallah no mo jane kwan no free ho on one resign humbly no kon baby because our master or babe to obeko kata asese ene prokrokro de George ma oye nyina no ye mu bi no ye ho ewo ho omo ba so ajapade sika cars ene omo bepre na omo de akọ ye mpegya ye ho ye ma ya betri so ye nkyere se ye wo fi ye ma soja fo mo ye ho ba ye ma police fo mo ye ho ba ye fa cars ni so ye declare sa area no as security so eno na OSP ye kisi ajaben me boni din without fear or favor because me kasa me wo evidence ena me ye den me gina so a me de kasa na se me video ekire wa o yembe den o yembe show ewo eye Ghana han semwe nyina no ya boabo anu bi a wo ma ye de wo ma to imaku anu o se o fight corruption a o mo ntimi fight corruption nyina no me idea ni me say me ba me bieja go mo so sa without fear or favor because I don't need anything from them or my Ghana also to me fan into my from Maya on the 6th of March 1957 you to me nya emfa ho die no na just say ayo Maya o hwe ensema His Excellency John Dramani Mahama okoka ewo UN General Assembly as ewo New York wa just say abibiman in the next 20 years no na chese gina na isu ye papa ye ka ewiase a na ha na beba abedi nti no wose etoto ye ne maye slave trade ya na nanom kwaso mo ko mo no wose etumenya so mfa so loss awodo wo ye agudie ho ni nyina no wose esesa na oman no etumi yeren efa ne ntuma pa efra honorable Kofi Amaboa capacity minister Lands and Natural Resources, greetings. Chief of Staff of the Republic, Unumunyamfo Jilo Zebradache Hine, greetings. Dr. Kalisos, greetings. Momukoso na Momo Ejumapa Enfamwa or my Ghana. Sansuna Mr. Asari Alpha Lutu. Mr. Asari Alpha Lutu, champion Asari. Greetings to you. When earlier sine koju any staff in we say munyina am ho say Alpha Lutu on sponsor Kumasi Asante Kotoko ya just otimu say niema ekoyie crop ya Asante Kotoko Africa ekoyie league no so yeden ekoyie na niema ekoyie edema Asante crop ya Kumasi Asante Kotoko fantastically na ye move on na eneyi ensembe na akoso Ghana Railway Development Authority ho so nsem no nyina no yedi nyina ebrew na yellow ya chachuchukata nso no ensembe en wodi atudwa efa illegal man ho na nyina ensema yedi brew on the show channel so ene kovia busu apanyine be join yo asan so na list we na nakosi boko o mo ne panifo mienu ameni o mo ebidi enkomo ewo jumedi so yemfa asira kesema ya na boafo na wi Hebron Hills International School wo media of the Home Road was say excel and shine for abanko na onkonya admission power specialist about hospital Divine Hope Herbal Center or the Watchia Herbal Powder and Airboy Safari Valley Eco Resort almost Ewodo S Natural Mineral Water Simply Natural Life Kit Capsules Sansuna Victory Garlic Mesa and Medimosis Clinic and Herbal Center or other rheumatology and the Addichumedi Yadi bro on the show and the 1st of October 2025 I just say the month of October so a month a very good month na sep ni the say September no we ya obekon elusu separation on sep so ho entino month no ekọ peacefully yenda yakopon ase say to me abewura bosumi fofom semeti om yebeda ho abaye ba yeah, the ensem nyina mo ncheche mu ebebre on the show channel say TVS was at na power 97.9 FM ebazisia from the commercial break, live on TV SYZ and also on Power 97.9 FM, the hottest and the biggest conversation in Ghana inside politics. Support from the 900 million angels. Na many Dr. Maneboama Esha Jumebiase. Say Jumani and to me and far Mary and Otua Nanum or Ensedo. As I Wednesday say I'm in time. So I was say Jumani then a twasso. So, and Madame Pennyphobia say, I don't want to mention names here, but Professor Kwame Nahoy, Papa, thanks so much. Unimonyan for to be Kwache, thanks so much. I mean, I have an opportunity. It was a privilege meeting them today. Yeah, some Pennyphobia who say, oh, my dream, the advice and everything. Madame Munina Ase, Yankopon Shamo, now on Yamo, a year, Kessie. Some dear ebi ewo papa ya ye fancy e Ghana for some na din no me na mitimeka and say ebi wa wonni akoma enni saa eye that spirit na you can't talk about it but yankopon what the adomache de e de free so e de man menu Ike wo free eye Australia memo ba be drew eye Ghana. How greetings to you my good brother Ike me just say bibia boko but me share adwuma bi ase on Monday. Meshe edwuma bi ase on Monday. Me am of ayawaje subreso me je se bibia boko wa bi muku ha wono ho kafo eye Julie me je se me am of Matthias money honorable Yunusa ne bra se do ne brabo mo nyina mo hoye mabre wa no mo hwe ne ye mame ma agea me je se bibia boko ene ewe but enra metna ha because me too anamobi anam ka kiro say sa OSP we na office no or your crocro de John OSP. I say business no more at the office or a year. They are doing business. The man is not on top of his job. A business and no more a year. I shown this particular video yesterday and 3 days ago. And me can say me put animusa kopem say ibe hu de eden de etuemu se me wo that to me na nka OSP ne wo mama netra office o my manager ma bi anya den enye wo de bosome so anya den yentua neka na investigations ne arrest awudu ni nyina no yenya ma yokufuo ene national security for police for ene NIB enkane BNI edin BNI na watch my left, ever sama back. Obibeka say Mugabe no the only OSP no more problem now. I don't need anything from him. No. Kasi ni guni fi bebre no. Any soja fu guni fi bebre ni police for kasi guni fi bebre. I don't need it. Declaring that area as security zone, I don't need it. Yami no any person. But sometimes just ask yourself, say, will be a wire ready? I mean, do you want me to show the video of the house to see the number of cars? Any near my office, any the area, and see the area and is it here? And you see, say, this is the man I saw already on fighting corruption, and who appointed him? And he Akufo-Addo. Akufo-Addo now I come for. Akufo-Addo Anakasa Kasano. What do your man will you? PDS. Na National Cathedral. The man is a thief. Akufo-Addo why you come for straight away. To one come for teacher man on appointees no say no matter. Yes. And what I want to say obia or credibility be to say Martin Amidu no o ma tumi anya den an wi so no. So na adwuma na aye den aye diama no. So he left. Just sit down and ask yourself, say, Sakisi Ajabi, who else will for so be part of my Ghana and friend so. From a Akufo-Addo type, ABC ne, for so be any friend so. Post if we go ni fi nyina no, dear John or ya born home. Soldier for no go on the castle no, post for castle, dear John. Me the minimum near who na make can yes will be the catch them say, will be say, the me say, Mugabe me say. Declaring that area as security zone, dear, who is he? OSP no why and yatena ho sisi ladapa na kwa koda the same OSP ope eye attention ejume se sisi ladapa no na oni post for the cars akowura ho na wokɔ no oba enyine nsuo ni nyina wo fie ha eye krokro de John. The man is not serious wabon. He is not on top of his job. He doesn't know what he's doing. And now say ebia a business no or office so. Either so wabon woni mu adwuma and I say business or office so. But the top hierarchy mu money. Me be bia bon say me bokɔ ho no na angels na shock light bi e dan e ho a kire me say mu hwe ni ye. Corruption and a Ghana for kata asese ne prekufu ado akorofo asefo no eno na PDS bawomiamo ene omo krofo kanufuri ata akorofo no omagane omutimi OSP ntimi fa ne magana maye no womu ho abufu na Ghana for de to abaye den e de ma NDC. And today yes kanufuri ata onam America OSP so ya de wan mukane say red alert ana eti abachi say oh ya de Interpol ya na ya se wan ya declare no wan wanted the next day ya see akwakoyi who you useless OSP waste of taxpayers money. The man is working in the United Kingdom, North London and onam North London no North West London and a kanofurata enam. And you see there's a man papa na so ayari no ya what me and that is kind of Oriata. Yes, that is kind of Oriata. Man with the way I was there, say, crop for touch am way, and what this school bag I day, a bonnechi, or quite won't say one. That is kind of Oriata. What was when one was the last time? What I saw about the TSA, can of Oriata was some Nakwakus, can of Oriata or asset or a Japade or Ghana. Yes, baby, are you doing? Kufa don't call for Nibio. I already said if I take corruption now. Sao was be way no. Assembly of an hobby and order the work with Jim. Was say Sapapano, what now officer, Mon Papa Coin, this way, Jumabia. I rest no one that useless things no must stop. We are serious. We are very serious as a country. The youth of this country is so much sorry. Massa, we need peace. But the leader. Yo lady and his excellency John Dramani Mahama and now my home farmer or don't net him ya near home brass or the woman pentino Ghana for you but who else you know media I say and then a Juman won't nima that's just a business and what this office and I then aye we lead our be lead by an example one on what be so do wife you ya BMO ya eyo open gate no chese what the nadia yes so be who cast you goofy or any post phone soldier for any post cast ya pake ya born home by ejuma be na we ya ma fa so be na wo so what the magana ya born you will see and taxpayers money on you na am robbers na mko amanfo na am robbers na HAC rural banks ne credit just a minute meet me aka you won't me nka under this good administration muda musava ken oforiata efonyi no ento so mame wona mama teso o London awo ye me fie me see babia panye bia be fra to bia ne wa me yede mini me bia free ever. And that is the man Ken Oforiata. Thief comfortacha mwawe wo wonya pade bebre e wo Ghana ha ye wo steps bia OSP near the etiki me say and your born wabonwa na your business deals and we on office so in quotes the man is working freely. Who is searching him? Itapo why when they chase no on the name on you ba na namo and what the back crowd on chrono what the bag abon the chiti say will be a friend when you're 35 years papa we say we yare da America on the London Kufuado appointees akronfo omunya wo munyina wo say ko omu dem dadadada and the same OSP no na owotumi say papa we wotumi agye ne passport ye bibia wo Ghana ha wo ma no hwema ne koye cause enya jomama na ba appointee no enya jomama na yeden appointee OSP kisi ajabe Akufo-Addo na appointee no na so Akufo-Addo time when tumi achesi eye kanufo ya taso abokoro ni mahama ba ya na krokro de John na mo anwai kofo mo diga na sika eda so na momotene so freely. Yes, wait. When a group aquasindium, Dr. Kwamnado for Unibangu, we send it per phone now or that TV, so a friend can for that. Crawford Tachia Moabragana near. OSP one on baby a walk of any brain. Some so London, like or they say USA. Say London on them. West London. Is it Northwest London on them? What did you say me feature? So one people for Crawford now, we be woman and your Enfielder. Now a Brimstown and your Brimstown and your Edmonton Green, Tottenham, I'm kind of Tottenham, and your Tottenham, and the Seven Sisters, Bongo Bar, Sa area, Hono, Hackney Hall, Stratford, and a year back in Sa area, Sununo Mope. A Crawford for when I'm landing. Yes. Now, we, ya Westy Scouts, OSP, but some is one here to our comfort, so Ben also. First will be any papa no so. That is the point. Came for that we VIA aqua London. The THC say US, the man is in London. And the down. More traffic light money econo. Shall baby or two or no. Won baby or nam. The case in now that's so. Yes. That's the evidence. It is there clear for everyone to see. Ya kasa wa ya kasa with evidence o anya se edwa enum hwa traffic light na se be hu ba bia wonam that green na ya de eye white na twere no wo be hu ba bia wonam North London hone chesi no ese o man ese ya I mean ya toto ya niam say papa we West be why serious o chesi na the man is not doing anything good for this country. OSP Ayekisi Ejaben. He is not doing anything good for Mother Ghana. Sometimes me say, "Oh my na oh you bet me you be the boy ho." We can do something to help ourselves. If you have a good leader like John Mahama, but would you we mumra say bia papa we ni juma dia we hey like I say yanka or then say kokano cause Akufo-Addo na appointing. It's sad. Sometimes what I say I know be say I want say oh my ben here chechere. Oh my ben any here chechere. In this country, or my being any HHD, who are good leader, but there are certain key people in certain areas here, they are untouchable. The moment you try so better touch your pet, people will start reading meanings into it. Yes. And sad. Very sad. And one was gradually on efedi woman o madi boni ni nyina no ase efedi o mawia o man we sika ami amanfo packet dollars e se o mo paase ya o mo nkofo no motifie kura no o munim se o mo scan kura ya yi bia free so o mo da so na mabonte. So just sit down and ask yourself, say, I mean, your bro man and I say you do a mine. So OSP, Kenuforiata is in London, or North London. Stop chasing him in America, and your crocodile only ADD. Quacheno. They just said, OSP arrested a year Dr. Sledge for one good. First one, you could see. Yeah, Moshe. And one hour more. Ekwa didi no mo maya yemie fufuru Kenufrata ultimately in Maya. Mesa Koya for one to be so. Allow a young woman to do the job. As we speak, ultimate cars bay 15. And a year you could fly day as easy. Yes. Stolen cars about 15 and a yoke of fire day as easy in this country. And do you think the gentleman there, Ramonacha, do you think he's joking? By fuck, he said, I'll be office like I enter. Yet to a man, Ramon, say, Burkina Ford. You the boy, your mama, Aquaji Ford, Murafi. Any. That's how I'm so free. Ford, no, what the man or Jai Cassia, a walk a year Jubilee House of Matu Yanaka, now a year Papaya or Okre, former Okre MP Dan Buchi, one and you can. So be our own parking kind of. Someone I talk, they can't challenge. Woman to make a because women said they make be a day, a year no crane. And then, Cecilia Meno Eka say, and they did yourself first. A bedroom the end of this month, October, Meboa, not a oil refinery, not Saturday. A kufado betoi, ebetu says cow, no crude ya day, ewo. Over $100 and something million no more betoye. One more aircon. Umujaka $517 million US. But under the good leadership of His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, with the Sector Minister Honorable John Ayejinapo, and in Penifu nim the 4 million air combat and in the board and the Tama Oil Refinery this month. By the end of the month, not Tama Oil Refinery aside Ejinan and Asubi. And then you can say leader winu or see a dear your John Mahama or Kasawa Ede or ye. Mr. Benny, thank you. My CEO, capacity CEO. Yana I hope. And we see, say, within 8 months, MP prepares to who train be our Ghana how. Meboa Muga James and Meboa, more free some Eberseneba who train. Tia kwaring na kufa do ne nkofo wo muton mututu na de nyina ye den eton ko eya aje kotoku konsawam ene patem na kobe so be hu train dade bi da kwan ma o maton ne nyina ye den edi ene ya ye kasei isa Celeste John Dramani Mahama ene Ghana Railway Development Authority officially wo ma launch its passengers train service operation ya tema to a impaka done. Ya just say Exim Bank on Madawro Momoboa my BBI etimi ekoso. And then Minister of Air Transport any Central for Edi Nkita. Ye can ba papa. Mosede yeti ni ekoso.
Let me say that we at the Ministry of Transport and our agency Ghana Railway Development Authority are very happy that today we have seen our train on the tracks and ready to move. We are happy because it will help reduce some of the burdens on our people that they have to use only the road to travel from Accra to Pakadan. Now they will have an alternative, that is to use the rail, and that will be quick, that will be fast, and that will be cheaper, and it will help us to remove the traffic or reduce traffic on our main roads. You saw the congestion, and so we are happy that today the train is taking off, and we are only praying that it will continue to serve the people within this catchment area. The rail is the way to go. It is cheaper, it will be able to take larger volumes of cargo and passengers, and again it will help to reduce the cost of doing business because using the rail or the train is more cheaper than the main engine vehicles on our trunk route. So the ministry and government for that matter, His Excellency the President has a vision of actually expanding the rail infrastructure. We are looking at the Western Rail, we are looking at the Eastern Corridor, and we are looking at the Central. But for now, it is the Tama and Pakadan that we are operationalizing today, and plans are far advanced in getting some resources to finish up the Western Rail. You know, that is the area where we have a lot of mineral resources that needs to be conveyed in larger volumes and quantities. So we have plans to expand to the rail sector.
Very well. So that was Honorable Bukari. Na odi adwuma hye Bukari nsa onye adwuma. Bukari obi oye Bukari bia oye result oriented. Woman adwuma obe succeed. The name Bukari. Hwe. And in 8 months so say me see o pese wo call mpakadan eye ofitema ekwo a me amenua Benny obetimi afitema yeden akọ mpakadan na we su railway train no nenam ho Akufo ado time so mo ka say omo sitin bi omo ko ba tin ba omo sitin na nyaare accident ene da ho no train ni ba ye na sitin na yeden enya accident amewu ene no nkrofo sitin no jogate ne no ko omo etimi amma ye one train e wo Ghana but under a year His Excellency John Dramani Mahama yen hwe ne fa ye move na fe yen ko enanim the acting chief justice openye Paul Bafoboni na wo dia to dwa say magistrate and court no judges no mum prioritize prosecution of individuals involved in Galamsey regardless of their political status. I keep saying this every day, and I will continue to say it without fear or favor. We are my family member near Cho Ewa Galamsey ma, don't call me. We are my friend near Cho Galamsey ma, don't call me, because I know His Excellency John Dramani Mahama so on pay. Period. The
judiciary's mandate and responsibility in relation to Galamsey environmental degradation and drug abuse. As members of the judiciary, we are not policy makers, and we do not wield the enforcement powers of the executive. Yet our constitutional role is neither passive nor peripheral. We are the guardians of justice, custodians of the law, and interpreters of the nation's conscience. So our responsibilities in confronting these challenges include upholding the law. We must ensure that prosecutions related to illegal mining and drug trafficking and abuse are handled with seriousness, impartiality, and urgency. And I mean urgency. Where there is evidence, the law must be applied without fear or favor. No person, and I mean no person, regardless of their political affiliation or social status, should be immune from justice. Consistency in sentencing. There is a growing public perception that sentences for environmental crimes and drug offenses are either too lenient or inconsistently applied. We must work towards harmonizing sentencing practices.
I was the acting Chief Justice Paul Bafoboni Onosema or the Atu Edra Enonunti says magistrate court judges and catch them one say will be obey Galamsey Biani a chen on near the neighbor sentence no more Bema Niema more money more shiny panel so NDC or MPP or CPP or Mugabe Mugabe Mamibu Mugabe Papa Bo with Dibonia Monfanoko or ye Obentino or your Smesu or your Honorable Kufi Bois on offers you mochina monfanko or your honorable a year muntakabao mochina monfanko jomama so on your day on pay. So say no to Galamsey. If it must be done, it must be done well. Dear Yapapano, a day atu Ebiano. Yapapa elo ya chachuchika and so kasani na no the fight against illegal mining, that is Galamsey. Now on a sune sama or dear atu Ebiano, yentina okain.
the scale of galamsey activity escalated in the last 8 years. That's just a fact. Let's face it. The scale of pollution of water bodies, the scale of destruction of forests, the scale of cocoa farms being turned over to illegal mining activity escalated. People in the cocoa sector, reference this as part of the reason why Ghana's cocoa production dropped dramatically in the last couple of years. These are facts. I've not even begun to blame anybody yet. Of course, if there's blame to be, allotted to people, it has to be allotted. But I hadn't begun yet. All I had started talking about was the escalation. And it is that escalation which has led to the proliferation, for instance, of arms that you talk about. In the past, in times when people were doing small-scale mining in Akwete and so on, they didn't have the scale of arms, the sophistication. So you must be the first to recognize when one is talking about an escalation, that's where we are now. It's an escalated situation, and therefore it is now a matter of national security. That's where we are now. People talk as if once you make some legal adjustments here and there, once you declare a state of emergency or whatever, you'll solve the problem. That's far from the case. And I would completely agree that, we shouldn't focus just on laws. We should focus on the nature of the problem. And in my view, that's where vested interests come. You see, if you have a lot of people who feel that there is value in something and who are going after it by hook or by crook, they will try to protect the position that they're in every way possible. So that makes it more difficult for the enforcement action. We lost a whole military major, because the military were put to work in relation to a situation involving illegal mining. Now, so we can't run away from the fact that you have these vested interests. And if we are not willing to assess the graduation of vested interests from one period to another, and it's not just about political parties in power that we should be interested in, but even if we talk about it in terms of periods, we have to identify the way these vested interests protect their positions, which makes it more difficult to enforce. So enforcement is a problem. And it becomes more problematic when you have these vested interests very, sort of entrenched in powerful positions.
Papa, we been papa, we sa nitino brain no eyi adwuma lawyer chachuchi kata. O my Ghana was papa we celebrating the kese. Abra wotia say papa we yes celebrating no. Ne bibi wo kwan fa ne din to so wa bre. Ene ye oil nyina eye papa we ya o. Kofa ba ni nyina eye lawyer chachuchi kata. Young kind of abra what you say. Look at the lives of Dr. Nyaho Tamaklo. And then ye pempenifo mo to me kasa. O ma winnie man kuya. Honorable Francis Boku. Who say AOB Obeka. Dr. Nyaho Tamaklo Oyane Dine Obeka. Only few. The rest no more say oh mo fe chira. Wonya bibi kakra to no botuma ne wajai na me Mugabe me se me boho amanapa ya carry your money go me boho saa ye den amanapa so what ye lawyer chachuchi kata ye tie Dr. Nyaho Tamaklo so ne there
which is very unfortunate, very unfortunate, and that is why probably we are not being able to take drastic measures. Look, I have been a military man before. And when you have situations of this nature, those who can solve it and solve it once and for all are the military. All you have to do is to deploy them into various affected areas. the riversides, and the forest. And military know what to do. They know what to do. They will make sure that no one comes even a centimeter close to the area. You follow me? And until that is done, I believe strongly in that. Others might have different opinions. But until that is done, I can assure you we are just wasting our time. But this sort of gradual approach to the problem will not, it's been tried before, it never worked. It was tried by Akufo-Addo, it never worked. Even to the extent that Frimpong Boateng wrote an extensive report on this. It sat on the desk of the president for years. Nothing was done about it because there were characters involved who was close to the president then. You follow me? I mean, where we are now, we have to be very careful. Very, very careful. The signs are there. Everybody is crying that there must be an emergency. Emergency, not emergency engulfing the whole country for these specific areas. And knowing our troops and how they do work, if they are sent there and they are given directives, they know exactly what to do. They have officers there who will tell them what to do. And I can assure you, within 6 months, we shall start seeing changes in not only in our rivers, but in the forest as well.
Mema 83 years still counting. Na ultimo say Dr. Nyawo Tamaklu capacity statesman wano so ne dia ode atu edwane woka semino in less than 72 hours and abano abanya wutie wo listening president ya omo edi decision here den eye adwuma sa ene be bia omo tutu galamse nyina no those areas nyina be kan say eye security zone ya ne dia asafo nko ana sisi no ye ja ho dia ma wonko ye hwe e ho ye say no to eye galamse. We are live on TVSY and also on Power 97.9 FM. You call a power specialist about hospital. Yamami do ya ho na fi Dr. Heneba Atna said ye wodien ewrem na eja wama ya pomudimo nkomo kakra ene ewie dak mo akwaba enua pomo ya yakopadu ho fe ne jwale sana yama me what say na me ado do ya pa ya ni ya bo mo water crowd there obia bodjuma see people go ase kama na leku kwando so bia ye de da kwa body na see na dia na wo ma ya wie abusia ye mo akwaba power time bre ason power specialist Herbal Hospital. Yadin Jeffrey as your Dr. Penya or the hospital and doctor. Akosia adu aya hod mu bia bia ojebre na ohwe power time. Da bia sema kan nyina ne say adansidie papa nkrofo di fa power ho TV so radio so internet me ahodo no won so be ka adansidie fo no bi. Dan san de sese ka me aye say won na enu mu ba share Cote d'Ivoire Togo Burkina ne ade ndie. Da bia so mu ba kura ani. Na de na ndigine se bo ha oba okuta obi a wadi kan ba ho card no ode a kire wo se nipa we ba ha na se de ne ho asi atono no se de wasi aye kama no enu ntene enso so yati a kire a yaba wona wo amanone UK US rem yahodo esmo made hye emu ba jinro de sande omu na adansidi papa resource papa wo modi free amanone ne eba no ayade e hye nkuna ne paye yenu nti power specialist Herbal Hospital do na frey last stop sentence on fa ya de ne ma ensan fa nko de berada ye wo Kumasi ye won crime ena ye water cra de Kumasi wo fe yase ye ni Jasper Flint station di enhwanimu wo aputoja contrast kwan ne so Lake Road ana ye wo Accra wo kwabenya ACP kwanso ne block factory no edi enhwanimu na fe takra de wo Anaje Estate Customs Road ye ne single washing bay no so di enhwanimu numbers e di adwuma na ye miensa famubia ne frɛ wo fra branch na ebe no ne ama direction ba ho na wa beji wa yarosa numbers ne 0555 797878 0200 383831 and 0244 544422 Monday to Saturdays and ye di adwuma Sunday pe ene da ye adwuma even holidays ye adwuma all your branches ni nyina mu enti ba bia wo bia ene yade bia ha bia no mesraw entena homa yade nku Tumirika Fabra Power Specialist
Herbal Hospital Kumase Enkran Nafe Ayeta Krade Oba labo papa bi ohia se ma ye no be ye di mfide be hwehwe ni padua ni mu so ohia se ma ye scan so ohia se ma ye x-ray bibi biara sase ye ma ye ni hu de ekoso ni padua ni mu ne be ye ansa na de dru account entinya se ka sa haya o ya pani amodo no so ka sa wa haya wo ya niam ebetima ma ho na ya o ye nyina be hwe ni nyina na ye hu se wuti na pile dendenden no obi ti pile no ye malaria obi ti pile ye typhoid obi ti pile ye hepatitis bi ade se obi ti pile no na bia ni moja so ate obi ti pile ye ni bp na ekosoro dodo the same ti pile no obi de ye severe constipation ayem tim enti so ka symptom bia eniem ebetimi ama the same symptom no ye behwe sa ne mani nyina na ye hu the cause of symptoms na wo de aba no da bia mka say ye ntuti just symptom ye so ka say uti o ya pani amu oduro ye so ka say untimi na pani amu oduro ade na ama utini ye wo ya ade na ama untimi nda ade na ama wo so tia na ete ade na ama chese niam nkoye wo nipadua emu wo bai behwe ni nyina enti power nyame adom ye ntomfom yade ye sa yade etu ase hepatitis B and what tested positive ayon kwadanda sentence ya catch say wo wie ya no ya catch say yade we die eni aduro Power Specialist Herbal Hospital edini ya ba ko pe Power Specialist Herbal Hospital any hospital ba ko pe teniye any hospital ba ko pe anyankopon adom wama doctor kwaso aduo ya hamanura ye de sa yade we etu ase ye manage ye mbrebre no ase dabi oba power fa hwa adwum se so hwe so no moduro no so hwe so didi ye kana chi a nyankopon adom ayade na befuru mojanum be ko negative oba nye so ka so yare na amu oduro ye be ye profile na confirm sampa yade no ewo ho be ye liver function test be ye viral load count wan ka so hu na mo adodo wo mojanum wonu maduro no kwa anim kakra be sam aye biom be hu abi eso atia kodu na ama wani da so ahyenkuna ne ama wo hu se baabi a waba no waba the right place okoye viral load ni biom na say ye target not detected ye mfa no saa sentry say dru baabi a samoa no aye very few say emoa no eka ketwa bi samoa no aye below the minimum figure no a machine betima catch us target not detected enti be ye profile na hwesa mpa aye negative anasa moa no so na say ye negative a baabi a kwa test bia na beba negative power the ye can say hepatitis B obia ni nadro baabi a benya adro ye ba ko pe yanka no ya no saa keke ye wadansidie ya gya wodo ahodo Ghana ani amonone ne enti hepatitis B tumrika Fabra Power Specialist Herbal Hospital ya na otenka sa wonfe ene wonfe eye wo ya wo chika semu tutu wo ya de kakra bi na wabre bre bia fili se heat bi woni padua ni mu ya na honam hyehyew honam kekaw wutimi tete ho sa na honam nyina twitwa wudide ketua bi na yafu na hye na ayekutu sensi am no kasa yafu na hono aye dendenden wani aye very yellow obu akra ba scan no yesi nsuo eta na yafunu no mu ascites misraw wako scan wako hospital yese o fatty liver o liver enlargement o liver cirrhosis brebo no ayesrade brebo na honho no ayekese ama o feha right upper abdomen nufu ni fana se ha no aya wo ya etutu eho no ehyehew anyasam ketwa ama bo chika sene mu ya wo yafu no ayekutu wo yafu na honho no misraw fatty liver enlargement liver cirrhosis Power Specialist Herbal Hospital yema wo dru efa no edu ya liver care we liver ya de bia say fatty liver say liver enlargement say liver cirrhosis wunya edu ya liver care ni bia eba boawo na etuade no ase de ama wo ebe hili liver no ama ho atimi atọ misraw wo de na ye kidney stones ana say ye kidney cysts wo kidney ho asam na me na wo ka no ama wo sisi achi lower back wo aya wo ya eho hyehyew wo nase nyina hya say tatai misraw entratena ho so kidney enya severe problem utimi wo akra na obadwonso ne moja nyina de na ewom tumrika bra ye moaw ntu ade no asema wo ye bema wo Johnson asema hya say ya basabasa wa ya se timiri se tan aya wo ya Johnson entimi mma wo chima ansa na Johnson aba Johnson eba no bema mu ya wo ya obema mu hyehyew ya na sensu fita bi edi akire wo Johnson wi atenkasa Johnson bi akam wo Johnson wi ne moja di akire bo kra de eba ni nyina ye moja nko a eniem betimi de aba ne bi ye prostate ebetima your blood that's cystitis ebetima your kidney ebetima your ureter na so urethra ebia ye untreated infection bi syphilis and gonorrhea bi onya ne bra bi atwam no afa na sunsun sanso na ba mesro tumrika entratena ho amia fa catheter fa rubber enkwahye oba manumu ode na ye ulcer na how ekom do ayam yo ye dwane toyem ayam yo ya na se emfarma bi egina oyam gastritis ye ulcer symptoms no ebi no oboa no nyina timi yo ya de kopie wachi ya na wachi kasen mututu wachi kasen mu hyehyew wo ya ho hwe nyeye wodi dia na adwane jejabo indigestion ya na onsare nyina titiriti ulcer betama wa fon aye tantantan mesro wo hia eduaya sk that is stomach care ekuro bia wo ya funu mu ekuro bia esie wo ya funu mu bomodin so benya eduaya sk say ye duodenal ulcer say ye peptic ulcer say ye kuro wo ya funu mu de wonya eduaya sk ne bia betimi aboa na tuade no ase ama ho atimi atɔ aya wo na mope bema na oba ni nyina momra momienu nyina momra ne nhwe bia hawo no ewo emma bebre etini suo no munuro nanso na problem no free mema bebre low sperm count obo ha be ye semen analysis no na sperm ba kokora anye de enini hu nsuo no mu nanso na onumsa ne ho ode no wompam nti eno ano no momienu nyina momra ne nhwe bia hawo no wo ne moa mo your number is 0555 79 78 78 0200 38 3831 and 0244 54 44 22. Odiano eye ewa na obo cough severe cough obo wa na wo yi ahora na moja wo mu ya na akokwa eye wo ya hyehyew okokoro timiri se ten wakoma timbo se hwim bibi biara ewo okoko ha say ya wo land say ya wo heart say ya die na ekoso a ohomia ensi so ohome soro wo hia do ya cough care heba mister ntini say chest cough bibi biara ekoso ya wo ye hyehyew ewo okoko ho no onya bia ebeboa na atu ase de amaw wo de no eye typhoid na ehaw onumu ye onwono uti pai wo ho ye hye ya no aposo nyina yo mre ya no ye hojo sa symptoms yo te ya pe ye say malaria ne atwere drama no ebetima ye typhoid malaria ne signs and symptoms no aya de kro ne sa difference what typhoid and malaria symptoms say typhoid betama severe constipation typhoid betama running stomach we betima ahwie typhoid betama rashes agu typhoid betama wabowa that's the difference what malaria and typhoid the symptoms no mo we hia kala mixture typhoid said etie bia ebetu asentam di amaw wo ye bema wa ye mre wo mpam enema nkoye e kire se bia na moja ntimi nkotai ntimi mu yie ye wo other health conditions bi te se bia wo ya diabetic wo BP nu nro sa nro no nyina no timi ma sa sexual weakness na sentire no mu moja ntimi nkotai mu ye dia wo hia aye jiri kajiri first ne yasi jiri kajiri beme be wo ana ne iri suro no eja wom pa na se wonya hebaten heba mixture immune system booster no e de bomu se dia se baabia ewu e de ama baabia obi ani ade bia ha obi amesro bra power specialist heba hospital Kumase and crime na afi eyeta krade composure minimum bema wontimi motai oba wontimi nyiwa komu ebemu odura be na ne nyina ye mfase kanka adansidi eba no edoso mo fibroid mo ovarian cyst mo esophagitis inflammation of the tubes no ama wo ho aye den ama mo no mo nyina mo mra power nyame adom wa ma doctor akoso edu ehama nuro papa ye de sa ya de etu ase ye no ni nyina food and drugs authority register jatum ade ama ye okotodwe ya na ho no ye si nsuo ginam na wakotwe na asan ba wo ba be kyekira ma 2-3 times was afi one kasa otimitate na no so e de ye de opibia ya na waye dudu waye titiriti ya na wo se anansi achew blood circulation no aye poor wo ba yo massage kama ye betwetwe aposo ama entini no biebie moja ne bedi afurusane ama oni pedo ya kama wakoma bo se hwim wanya ba bia nso wanya ba bia ntena na wo kwa kotu atofom bre bia be hwe obi pino na kwa na ekosoro bo kwa be hwe ne bi pino na ne number se 240 number se 220 mesraw wa mi amwo ne twa hwe fom a eno ano no tumrika bra pampa bone ewo wanum halitosis bad breath enum kankan yade ba ko a ehu na enim guase no no yade de ba no edoso eniyama de ba no edoso ebia ya diabetic onhwe so control ni ye unum nro ye betumi de pampam bɔ ne abɔ obi de woni tim obi de woni hwenum sinusitis ebia de na wo minimum ekro no fashion no minimum na water tonsillitis betumi de sa ha no aba obi de e wo ne se enam no gam no mu ne kro no ewo obi ho aye severe liver problem betumi ma pampam bɔ ne aba wonu wo de bra yen hwɛ the cause of symptoms no yamwo entu ade no asem fama wo yade bia how bia bone fracture dompanimu abu pain say ya accident say ya ball say ya medikana kotuye bibi bia ma dompanimu abuo no oba power e be kasi ani ama a daache no emfa how bia emrew power specialist eba hospital ye wo Kumasi ya won kran ena ye water krade Kumasi wo fe yase ye ni Jasper filling station ni di enhwanimu wo Aputoja contrast kwan so Lake Road ena ye wo saa so na Kumasi ye wo Kwabenya ACP kwano sane block factory no edi enhwanimu takrade wo Anaji Estate Customs Road yene senga washing bay no enso di enhwanimu numbers no eyemiensa freyen 0555 797878 0200 383831 and 0244 544422 Monday to Saturdays and the adjuma ye de enkubi so ba fe no adua ya ointment baby a ye oya bia wakoya adwuma dena bre baby abu bia baby ayo bia no wonya bi de twitwi so a ye no so se betimi aboa wo bomode hwe acha kwa baby a na bra beje wa yaresa numbers ni biem 0555 797878 0200 383831 and 0244 544422 yado asese bre bia oje bre na ohwe power time nyame yadoma da sane sabre yanso yede apomde ho nsam no ebebro.
The National Petroleum Authority hereby cautions persons engaged in illicit storage and trading of petroleum products to comply with the regulatory requirements to operate in the downstream petroleum industry. The NPA Act clearly stipulates that no individual shall engage in any commercial activity related to the importation, exportation, re-exportation, shipment, transportation, processing, refining, storage, distribution, marketing, or sale of petroleum products in the downstream industry without first obtaining a license from the NPA board. Failure to secure the necessary license and properly regularize operations will result in confiscation of petroleum products, prosecution under the law, and decommissioning of facility. For more information, contact the National Petroleum Authority on 0302 550 380. You can also visit our head office located at Jolu of the M1 Highway or any of our regional offices.
Na ede na ya obeya oda formason ya funu emunumuni.
Oh Mr. Entry also ya reya titi bi benfie pi nanso ne yam nyono da se me kire no ahodo amato a me hunu hwe a ebe ya nwanwa
Menyi ni se what also tamfo hexa capsules any hexa mixture ya no mbom kotia also no bia ma no anom anka ne ho ato no dadaada also dro de eno any hexa capsules any hexa mixture
ankom ni nkyeremu
also ye kura eto ye funu ene ensunumu etuma wo ye funu ekeka wa wo gye ho a enye also etumi ema wo ye cheko ebra wadidi awie so how eye also de a compare hexa capsules any hexa mixture nanom bom na ho ebeto
pedudu etu a ko okanshi drug lane Kumasi Dani Herbal Takradi AA Mensa Anafre 02038228855 Apefo abatan ya wama won mofranofo ene mofra woni mfiedum ye no enka ho Haxa capsules ene ne mixture
all satamfo ade age adwade nkratoyi atom.
Hi
Now, let me tell you about Safari Valley Eco Resort, the first of its kind in West Africa. Upon your arrival, you are introduced to your butler, who plans your itinerary.
We were surrounded by wildlife from the moment we entered the eco park.
So many activities, all in the same premises. Visit the gym or the stables, they have it all. At my break, I'm able to practice my putting.
We also went fishing on a man-made canal. Our tour guides taught us so much about the wildlife and how to interact with them.
They used only electric vehicles here. This creates a serene environment. I'm told it's over 1,000 acres. My cabin here sits on 2 acres with a large terrace space overlooking my private swimming pool. Now this is royalty. They have their own farms, thousands of fruit trees. I can also have my lunch here at the waterfall. Quite a beautiful place you have here.
Visit Safari Valley Eco Resort in Ghana, bringing you closer to nature.
Obrebo eye edwumada. Ebwa eyam eduane. Ebwa eyi insa free ni peduane. Na ebwa woni pedua ma etena ho yie. Nanso woni me say niema a yedi na yenom. Timi ma brebo ye edwumaden sen pote.
Me hunda. Me brebo ye juma pa. Ebia se me tumi ye bibi bo me brebo.
Ani, and winter na what the left here from the Moses Clinic we have our center about herbal food supplement. We see pa de bo brebo ama e ye juma ye.
Na, ye juma.
Fatopa ye no anopa ne anwumre. Na eboa ma obrebo ye juma ye sene be ya ebetimi anyam aduane a wodi esiesie ni peduane mo eyi mo kinsi ye
eno na me brebo kian pa
Ubenya Live Kid wa pharmacy herbal shops ni supermarkets a eben ho se wo pedudu so etu a 0244 068447 Live Kid wa wo brebo wa wo ni pedua Edro yi enye ma apemfo ema ema omomanofo ne mmofo a wonya mfie dumie FDA agi dwedie krato yi atum
The serene environment fits into the goal of the school, which is simply to provide excellent educational foundation for your ward's development before they commence primary education. At first glance, clearly you will see why the school is called Hebron Hills International School, as the building stands tall overlooking town. With a Montessori style, we have experienced and dedicated staff and trained teachers. Our small sizes classrooms are meant to enhance teacher-focused approach where children get one-on-one attention from the teacher. Hello there. We are open at 7:30 a.m. and school closes at 2:30 p.m. After school care is from 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. while early drop-off can be arranged at 6 a.m. Hebron Hills International School is located at Midye off the Nsawam Road. Locate us with GP postcode GW0688 GA West and GPS code 06884870. You can contact the school and make further inquiries on 050-876-2375 or call the office directly on 0302-918768. Email us at hebronhills.school@gmail.com. Hebron Hills International School. Excel and shine.
Welcome back from the commercial break, live on TVSYZ and also on Power 97.9 FM. Obi ayedro no yenuanom ochia wochia heba powder for no mo ha matiase no Divine Hope heba center Divine Hope Sanwum heba center Lebi ameka kire se ochia heba powder no abeboa papa masese nei Peter ene Emmanuel Kisi ene Raf PSC okra umagia tum papa chese wotwa heba no mbratia no mo ofia no mo libido no ewoma omo tenka no ofom nyina no ese wotwa no etumi abama emba ne mema ne nyina no ese otumi se omo taso ode eno mo de taso ayen konkon a so umsawam de ne ma ekoyi osisi ye oya emma mo konficha no ma ase dwedwe ene wotwa fo na ba mama me nua ba akwa ba onye ma bibia bako de ya do onye me de ache mo fene de first onye bi o an first ma ma sa se so ade be polish 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 mo fene ya me de mama ma ho fene so ti mi ho ene bre na doc mo aso akwa ba hey obrefo to obrefo ade kuma se to say na na boro ho ye se odi hene dendenden o what you say
okay I mention na boro
fantastic fantastic
mentia o munyina
kuma se fo no
mentia o munyina
fantastic
na me hu ye se ye de ya se ma bankran
ye ba na ye koma yanka ho de wo so ame ko kwa ase ho fantastic
ho ne ko ja ponche na di yesu
yakoye mpusu what you say no no wife chiacham anyway yomakwaba
mejo so minia
ti Divine Hope ye heba center de na mo ma ye na ewe
me da se amemfa nche mu odin e ma woni watiefo nyina na amemfa obia embra Divine Hope Herbal Center ya so ye kese ndie ye okumase macro abusia kru junction na mom se oba Ghana de a ba bia ye nam bia no yenya adura ye friend se otwea herbal powder ni bito ye tonom e de ma ye ho nya apomden sonko na ye kase otwea herbal powder aye de ade miso aye bibidro no we TV ndi bi ya ho ya ni se tea no aye bibidro na de wo mu no enya nwono ena enye enka ena eni achi wade bia ade a wo hia ye nso ahie pe na oti de gumu sa na de atri numu ano anom no gona asa na ekoni padua ni mu a ho na say don't mind the body no edro kitikiti ni dwumadi doso se bi wo a wo sisi yare severe waist pain sisi na ye wo ya che agene ekọ so many years one madru bia bi denso enko eto da mpo apon adwuma kodu fie je se wo da ho emen kra tietie wo sisi echidi nku ano wo hye sra so ansa na watumi ada de biara wo adura wo de sa acha na ansa bia wo be sa duro bentoa mienu ansa na sisi no madwo obi mpo de painkillers ne go ni bagim na de biara da owi bia ansa na sisi no adwo no se na mka nkwanhia so se na mahwase so se na montrase so adwuma dimpo masisi ade ba na wo sa nipa no nya bia mesro na wape otwea heba pa da kira kwan na wape nsu ohia de agum na onum na fra na abone gona na ekọ ni padua mu no eho na adanse ne hye asese ba no na wo ye bema na wonya sisi ade ha na ya na ya na acha ye 2 years na mama guy name Mr 2 minutes petre pio na wawie na nso wonum otwea pe na yare ne ko na wagina brane afi wa wo koko afifi oto ano se bi wuja na ya moja wo mu de bia wo yem bom kru se de aka ne yo kras ne Pentecost for ban no e hono ma no wasum ye ohene takra ne him woni ye ko aposa ma na ye ko ehuna de kra yi mesro wo na onom otwea herbal powder wi ba ko sa na wate ano gu nso hye mu na wo de atre num unum ana efa no abone gona na ekoni padua no mu a eho na danse no ha se eba no mesro wa stroke de wato fom untimi kra nante ana ho etoba nanso na nante ne enkoye ama untini mu nyina ayemre ena obema no kra esi ni trase ekobe 2-3 years ni empeja homache kra da chese ewowie nanso wo hia otwea herbal powder esi hey nyame adaroma na onum no na asa peja na hode sonko ba watimi anante ye ena mekasa wo ye bema na wo BP wo da BP adroso ache ye 2 years na emama guy name Mr 2 minutes petre pio na so ya se onum otwea pe BP ni ba no ma no na o mema yo age na brane enti me say so wo ye bema na wa ye mra eno no China fo no mfa nhye wo ho ache ye 10 years pe bon sa afi na bema no kojo to ahode na sa obeye bia na empeja biem na so wonum otwea yare no kope ne wagina brane wa wo to asetwe eba wo nantu eba wo nankokom eye wo yaye se wonya siatika wanum nuru sa na enso enkomesro pe otwea herbal powder kira kwan penso sie fagum nom asa eduro we ni edura enchiri bibia se wonim nsa nom o so ye onum aduane bi die onum aduro bi enchiri bibia na me kan nsa no me kan sem bi mesro muntie ne ye mo sport ne we no na no mrante bi ka se be kire me na ha me pa omo se mo ko bi ko tan ko chele kakra mo ko ye na mo se mo num loka me mrante be se num afi omo num wie ye no omo ntimi nsore nko obi ya be gina so pampe ana ba ko ye bodu ko se mame na de na o de fra o loka na wo si otwea mesre mo ye duro me nkasa nchiri sentifa ko hye nsam no mesre pa na mrante nya ahoden emfa nya adwuma abrante na 40 years sebie don o hwe no ane ho fa gina so pampe nanso owura dwaya na watue sum ono ne be ma na twe wuram ayelengelenge ayese straw ayese cleon emu akodi nyina sa na rehosem so owura dem a afi na so ne mpaibo ewo Yesu di mu anya kese nanso so entimi nya kese abaya be gina abrante nchen asa himle to akere no nanso ontimi nya na hwe misraw abaya te saa na ogina wonche him to kyerɛw na ntimi na hwia mesɛ wo hia otwea heba powder wei ni adura obenom na watimi agina brane be ma na wora bra na hoden abam na watimi apem akonanim enti otwea wo sɛ bibia hawo yare bia hawo na onya otwea heba powder na me kyerɛw de ye no acha 30 minutes bo se ayese bo na bia oni kanum aha na asem no wo no na wo de abo adwuma soronko na watimi akowanim akoye adwuma pe otwea heba powder to ewo Ghana haba bia na wa kradia mesro bra Kesben FM ewo cycle bra Angel FM ewo La Paz afi ko Medina Rex Junction ko mo ne ho no mabanya bia to wo Ashaman House of Drugs Presby Junction ebi ewo ho no mo mesro se wo Kofodia Gabson Pharmacy ebi ho se make say na ebi a wo Kaswa Jocard Pharmacy na se wo Cape Dia Sankotes Pharmacy owas ewo Takwa na Finland enso wo takwa hono mata kene nchen kuma se de ye nkyere shop ba bia woro bia nya bi to PK Gombila o watamale ko no ha onya bi eto cap heba e wo sunyan Dr Clement e wo brekum ba bia wonam bia wo se me pe otwea heba powder wo nkokọ na wo hwe ye me so owusko bi ho wura honom anase Isaac Drugstore wo se me pe otwea heba powder bi to edu we na onum nya yare se no na wagina branding Bibinia Fayani numbers no I was screen ni so na se wuti radio dia mpache numbers ni ye 0591 56 55 57 0591 56 55 57 0550 63 90 37 0550 63 90 37 and a 0551 22 82 81 many obara nam yes ema chafaso ewo mu eti mini aba
Abusia me to aso na chese otwa heba powder headmistress madudwa dem say class 1 teacher ye dro ne ye de aba edro maka chew dada se eyenyamiama na FDA fonso wagye atom se eye enti akase wo a wo hweme obeto bi na wadi adanse o eno pe ne hia me sere me nua ba wo afichiri komu hawo wo afichiri kono ensisi so enti me enflow obu ho ne de na eba asebi eni aye se tuntum se bi mpedu asase wo kra gyanan wo hunu su ba bia dan fanfa emo misra se ye fichi komu how dia wadaro ma woto a empre ho fansu ohie nkoye nom fre doctor numbers no na won kya kwan be fa so a wo betimi anom otwa heba powder no se yi enu so firi ho no mu a emma ya yeta fa enru awodo bebre ekobasa no na affect ye cycle no ekobasa no a wo mesese no entimi engina so entimi sraw se wo ye wo bia wo enkaboni bi wo wase sebin producer wan kasa wo de wo sasha wase o timi scent no eba no enye normal scent se wo mpo ebon wo de na ebisa se be ma koyimi pante ya ondo obehua no sen enu ntina ya dadwere wo ho ene ye de edro we e de abrew maka kire se yenkon na ye do wo Ghana nanso so wo no medro na asafo na yakotu edubra no yini e de fi kwa ebretuo maba edi abro say we are very organic and authentic wo bia wa no mo try heba powder bia di ho adanse enu ntime srew menu aba se wonya bi nto ya wo ye wo ho afofo no watu aguso ate edu na se enye se ye ne yedwa ye no mu edu na wamade a eye ene nsenkyerene a eye ewo emma bra bomunti ena otwa heba powder aba ede amount afi oba bi nso wo no mu a wonam ne se wonam na tinka perform oba de nka me hunwi be ma so mu kakra o bra me pesa o ja bra kwa bra kwa bet dwe na ka ye de amu kama enso wo de bra kwa me be bo wo da wo se bayre tam ebe yi enye wo yade watinka ena akofom enti wo sa ehaw miensa mabobo sui mesre wada kona kope eduro yi ekira kwan esanse sebi de bia meka se enye space amasheti TV so ene medress amaye na mame ye obawo eye mase hono ene mame ye obasima enti se medress de attractive be mano a esese metumi sustain no eduro de obenumo na ne begiwo de ebema be mana tiaka wo so we ye friend bandumanko so bi ma bedianko we ye friend bandumanko ochia herbal powder wonum a wonu hu de biara da enu ntimi nuanum mbae monfa numbers na egu screen so no na monfrɛ na wo friends so aginkyeremu na doctor ncha se no befa so a wo betimi anom no ebetimi aboa ye pa dog to aswe
ena make say me a man na two meeting Dr. Aji oba bia was 7 gate a onisia na mo so bie ma no be first gate, second, third, fourth. Last one na year 7 no. Once what him Aji just akoni ye. Now no we ready 2 minutes no we 3 minutes no we. By then oba etimi akaji achiro. Hope say oba ka aji achiro wa. O de oto otwa heba powder na no afra your numbers no. Near the key bi aka otwa no ho. Na ye the amount. Na oba etimi atim aji me say na ko pon aye de meto no. Obewu no 90 years na area me nsa keto 25 years one now what think kan ha ma wakona kono na so ge ba ko pemesrew be ma konkonsa ni na konkonsa ba o sisi munyadin watimi apem akowanim na so watimi apem akowanim de aye otwea herbal powder fa me numbers no na ebra me sorry no aye 0591 56 55 57 0591 56 55 57 and a 0550 63 9037 0550 63 9037 0551 22 82 81 edroni ye otwea herbal powder weni edra obaenom aye obasima na bemenom aye brane na watimi apem e de akowanim emfa chana fo no enhye wo ho na after 5 years etuo no ye beje de opportunity jubilees na be tin sa won sabeka nyame enhye Mugabe
mara say doc oni menu aba for your time nyame adma da sene e be say edi nhia na di egusu no mamon fanko because ni nyina mfa ma de mame me jema de wa ya ajo sisali nyina mame ni nyina me fanko na me be ma ware for
comes the cameraman so insisi
cameraman wo fanya hwe omo pesa de no sisi ya next week mo ba no ma bere ni o twa ne de magye ni nyina ye de mu besi ya ye dan ho aba na ene honorable Sam George eni penefo akasa ibeti omo liso wana na kwesi boku awrefi ha ewi a ye ba bidin komo ne kofi abusu apanyini na de sem nyina so ato amuso yenti ye koso.
Members of the diplomatic corps, CEOs, representatives of industry and civil society, the media
of state, members of parliament, chair of the Parliamentary Select Committee on Security and Intelligence, heads, chief of defense staff, heads of the security services, members of the diplomatic corps, captains of the cyber security industry, representatives of civil society, friends from the media, distinguished invited guests, ladies and gentlemen. It is an honor to have you all present at the official opening of the 2025 National Cybersecurity Awareness Month, NACSAM. I extend my deepest gratitude to His Excellency, the President of the Republic of Ghana, John Dramani Mahama, for his leadership and presence here today. To our development partners, industry leaders, members of the media, civil society organizations, and everyone present who continues to demonstrate an unwavering commitment to safeguarding Ghana's digital future, I say thank you. The National Cybersecurity Awareness Month has evolved over the years into more than just a campaign. It has become a national initiative to make our digital space secure, trustworthy, and resilient for all Ghanaians. Ladies and gentlemen, the theme for this year, Building a Safe, Informed, and Accountable Digital Space, speaks to our shared responsibilities as citizens, institutions, and government in upholding online safety. In today's digital landscape, cyberspace is no longer an abstract word. It has become an extension of our homes, businesses, and governance systems. Data Reportal's Digital Report 2025 states that as of February 2025, Ghana had approximately 24.3 million internet users, representing an internet penetration rate of 70%. During this period, social media adoption has also surged, with 7.95 million active identities, representing 22.9% of our population, placing Ghana 15th globally in terms of social media presence. As we embark on this digitalization journey, cyber threats are inevitable, as you just saw in the skit. Thus, the nation as a whole must pay critical attention to cybersecurity-related matters. As a nation, we must be committed to building a resilient digital ecosystem that responds effectively to cyber threats and establishes strong incident response systems nationwide. Ghana's Computer Emergency Response Team, CERT, GH, is linked to global threat intelligence platforms and supports critical sectors in identifying and responding to cyber attacks. Ghana, under the leadership of His Excellency President Mahama, has developed sectoral CERT ecosystems, which currently has in operation the banking and finance sector CERT, hosted by the Bank of Ghana, the telecommunications CERT, hosted at the National Communications Authority, the government CERT, hosted at the National Information Technology Agency, and the National Security Sector CERT, hosted at the Signals Bureau. These CERTs have significantly strengthened Ghana's National Cyber Incident Response Framework as they operate in close coordination with the National CERT located at the Cybersecurity Authority. This enhanced coordination, ladies and gentlemen, improves incident response, facilitates interagency collaboration, and enables a timely sharing of information to manage cyber threats effectively. Currently, guidelines for accrediting additional sectoral CERTs are underway. As we await the completion of this process, we look forward to expedited action for setting up the other sectoral CERTs in critical sectors such as energy, health, academia, transportation, and the military. This will significantly boost our national capacity to detect, mitigate, and recover from cyber incidents and attacks. As part of this national effort, the government remains fully committed to strengthening our legal and institutional frameworks. Due to the evolving nature of cybersecurity and the need to stay ahead of threats, the Cybersecurity Act 2020, Act 1038, is currently under review by the Ministry to ensure that our laws remain robust, responsive, forward-looking, and capable of addressing emerging threats. Your Excellency, the CSA, in the last 9 months of your administration, has collaborated in an unprecedented manner with the Criminal Investigation Department of the Ghana Police Service to combat cybercrime syndicates. This has led to the arrest and detention of several suspects numbering in the hundreds this year alone. To ensure swift prosecution, we're working closely with the Office of the Attorney General and the Ministry of Justice to establish a specialized court to handle cybercrime issues. We express our gratitude to the Director General CID for the enhanced collaboration we have enjoyed with her outfit. Furthermore, measures are being implemented to establish sustainable financing mechanisms for cybersecurity. We're committed to establishing the Cybersecurity Fund pursuant to Sections 29 and 30 of the Cybersecurity Act 2020 to ensure the availability of financial resources to support national cybersecurity initiatives, protect critical information infrastructure, and build capacity across all sectors. Ladies and gentlemen, according to a study by IBM, human error is the primary cause of 95% of cybersecurity breaches. That is, unintentional actions and inactions by employees and users can cause, spread, or facilitate security breaches. As the saying goes, you are only as secure as your weakest link. Thus, if we are to create the digitally resilient Ghana we envision, every citizen must be empowered with the proper knowledge, tools, and habits to stay safe online. We cannot leave anyone behind. Every actor in cyberspace, from citizens on their personal phones to officials working on corporate laptops and networks, have a duty to practice cyber hygiene and uphold ethical practices to protect the integrity of our digital ecosystem. Citizens must verify information before sharing, they must report suspicious content and respect online privacy. Corporate bodies, civil society organizations, and the media must lead the charge in creating awareness on cybersecurity until it reaches every corner of our country. A safe digital environment cannot be achieved without an informed citizenry. That is why this month-long campaign seeks to engage children, the public, businesses, and government through education, training, and interactive outreach. Your Excellency, as we embark on this year's National Cybersecurity Awareness Month, I want us all to reflect on one truth, that securing Ghana's digital future is not solely the responsibility of government, but a responsibility of all of us. We also, as a government, must increase our cybersecurity defense budget to ensure our national resilience as we drive digital inclusion and make sure that is fully guaranteed. Together, we can build a safer digital Ghana where digital transformation is a catalyst for opportunity, innovation, and prosperity. Muchumika, thank you. Madam Maase.
An annual observance that reflects our national commitment to build a safe, secured, and resilient digital Ghana. This gathering is not merely ceremonial, but a strategic moment for reflection, renewal, and a resolve to continue embracing digital transformation as we confront an untamable reality. The digital space, while full of promise, it is increasingly fraught with peril. In today's world, digital space has become central to our economy, governance, education, commerce, and even our daily social interaction. Alongside this opportunity, however, comes real and persistent cyber threats, online fraud, identity theft, child online exploitation, and cyber-enabled financial crimes. These threats undermine trust in our digital economy and compromise the safety of our citizens. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, the government of Ghana remains steadfast in addressing these challenges, and at the heart of this national effort is the Ghana Police Service, which continues to play a pivotal role in protecting our cyberspace. The Cybercrime Unit of the Ghana Police Service proudly participated in the Operation Contender 3 in August 2025, a major initiative led by the Interpol, which brought together 14 African member states to combat cybercrime and dismantle transnational criminal network across the continent and beyond. I'm pleased to note that Ghana distinguished itself during this operation by emerging among the top performing countries. Our cyber crime unit successfully arrested 68 suspected cyber criminals, identified 108 victims, and seized over 885 electronic devices linked to illicit activities. This remarkable achievement underscores the unwavering commitment of the government of Ghana to safeguarding our digital space, protecting our citizens, and contributing to the global fight against cybercrime. I would like to highlight the following 5 key areas through which the Ghana Police Service is advancing the fight against cybercrime and strengthening national cybersecurity: crime investigation and digital forensic, intelligence gathering and threat monitoring, capacity building and specialized training, public awareness and stakeholder engagement, and lastly, international and interagency collaboration. Your Excellency, it is gratifying to note that the Ghana Police Service, through its specialized cybercrime and digital forensic unit, is far advanced in investigating a wide range of cases, including mobile money fraud, online impersonation, sexual extortion, and financial cyber crimes. Notably, the modern digital forensic laboratory has been equipped to examine seized digital devices such as computers, mobile phones, and storage media to ensure that credible evidence is produced in court to secure justice for victims. Ladies and gentlemen, in this fast-evolving landscape, proactive intelligence gathering and threat monitoring are essential. To this end, the Ghana Police is employing cyber intelligence tool, opening source intelligence techniques, and international data sharing platform to identify, track, and neutralize threats before they escalate. This proactive approach has allowed the police to uncover criminal networks operating across borders and to better protect Ghana's digital ecosystem. The fight against cybercrime requires continuous investment in knowledge. The Ghana Police Service is actively training investigators, forensic experts, and prosecutors in modern digital investigative techniques. Working with the Cyber Security Authority, academic institutions, and international partners such as Interpol, the service is building a new generation of cyber experts equipped to handle the most sophisticated threats. To this end, it may interest you to note that the Chinese Ministry of Public Security has offered to extend expertise in cybercrime prevention to our security services in the coming years. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, you will agree with me that it is a general philosophy that cybersecurity is a shared responsibility and must be tackled as such. Under the circumstances, the Ghana Police Service has been educating the public through outreach campaign and on Ghana Police TV on phishing, online scam, child protection, and safe digital habits. Perhaps a partnership with telecom operators, banks, and civil societies have made it possible to extend this education to the most vulnerable, particularly our youth. This effort ensures that citizens are not just consumers of digital service, but also responsible guardians of their online presence. You will agree with me that cyber crime knows no borders, and knowing the extent of the modus operandi these criminals, the Ghana Police Service has strengthened its cooperation with Interpol, ECOWAS member states, and other international bodies to share intelligence, conduct joint operations, track cyber criminals beyond our frontiers. At the national level, collaboration with the Bank of Ghana, financial institutions, internet service providers, and the Cyber Security Authority has enhanced the ability of the police to respond swiftly and effectively to such incidents. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, as we open Cyber Security Awareness Month 2025, let us remind ourselves that the cyber security is not only the responsibility of the police or government, but of every citizen and stakeholder. Each of us has a role to play, whether by safeguarding our personal data, verifying information before sharing it, or reporting suspicious online activity. On behalf of the government of Ghana, I commend the Ghana Police Service and all our partners for their tireless effort in this field. Together, let us continue to build a digital Ghana that is safe, trustworthy, and resilient, where opportunities in the cyberspace are fully harnessed for development and threats are collectively defeated. May God continue to bless our country, and may we observe a very fruitful Cybersecurity Awareness Month. Thank you so much.
Welcome back from the commercial break, live on TV SYZ and also on Power 97.9 FM. You are listening to Nakusipo kwa Johnny and ya beshena ya fear to me a digest issues na. Listen, Mokwaba. Tikana bibi abako dia.
Ayehu ani mehefu.
Mbusa fo nso ya.
Adom ani afi.
Ofene dware sa.
Sene abai papa ba odi ahun ofene ba. Ebai. Ihwe se ne hu asi aye fe ya. Echese aban papa na ba nti mamemma omampani ne na pamfo nyina adwo na menche tiefo ni ahwefo
good
na memu abaso na ejise obo adwuma pa se onim se onkoa na woti TV so a se me ni ti ba bi kura na me ye program na me se ti cause unia enya unua no
ampa
ena edu ba bi nso a
edi agurubo
tie sene enioma na economy dia ahyehyɛ menioma ti I listen to you while I talk.
Na kwabena what is say?
Oni hoye. Sɛ nanse no kwabena no enka oya ye eyi
mo boda so bo cafe no.
O cafe no guso bo papa na
on the 10.
Ai akwera
haye kwao. Kwabena mo bianza Commander Muhammad ya chia wa wi ya chia ASCOP Kofi Bashe retired so of ya chia o
ai fellow bi chia pa
yo
chia no
na
Mustafa Bandi de on chia no
on na men chia no
sa so mi ano no
say ni aguro bi
o wade
o frame dey amefa
and we Mustafa over to you.
No, that's the meaning.
Aye, no.
So be a teacher one.
Aye, son.
Thank you. A word to a wise.
It's always enough.
Fantastic.
It's enough.
Listen, fight against illegal mining. Galamsey. And the idea and I yankopon yadama Friday soon. My penny still be share a yes, one. Now, no more a day a year in Kita home. And me and I and Sama. Bobo eba ene ese omalanche cyber crime ohwe manti ma yedi humus manti answer your breast cancer awareness month ya just man so munufo no mama mema ni memia eno mama wom ena tepa man hene na na this one twampe nkwaso ya chawe na ewie mema no numnufo no enufo no enya yi.
Sani tape no
that's all it is in the public domain.
Okay.
Still exists.
Wabama.
My video be and then some who kind of nam landing and bedi etu so say me so about live band so body you.
I say say
and then incident you not turn us and yakwa Friday.
My main fa Kofi Asante de ne chassis na me fama medru bebia mama penny a launch cyber security month me chassis na me de ye futuo e de ama adasa se ewi ases shebre ayese emre ohun ye nin kaso ena obia obasa asisu bia no o ne shebre de broni freno destiny no na sene na enyum na ono ankasa to aw shebre benia mina masemni o se opebeba madufoche ayeja obia wonim Kofi Asante be de etiobia nim sebi bra wa brewo asasi so ewo ewiase weimu na tumi kakra dana for the fem ekufado ono ani ofa na fei Kofi Asante ase se wiase nyina abonebo obehunu wa ha se siga etwa na no wo twe no mi no jemku ha ene atari na odi abone to brazia Mutua, hey, we are say kasa akesie via unika pre ana oje dama tusere afei namfo a onimo mu na jese onye nimpo no akai se obi eye obremo futu a Nyankopon pese odi tu ye nyina me nka se odi tu obi me ka ho bi sabi obi wo a ene nyame aye nadom oya appointee debia efutu ya wo bible mu a eya me ditufo ya sapon de bo onyom se opani bi tenase a na wafa akwa bi a ohwe ni nwan so na akwa no esanse debia no onim ba bia ofri benti no ntuma godada no okopa dua bi so na ode senye nti so ohu se ahomaso eba ne bro mu a na wakonwo nim akohwe ne ntumago no ne na ehye no a wasesa no ama ene wayɛ sɛ no otie no na wakɔhwɛ saa ntomago no saa na David a wɔ Bible mu a wantimi nsi nyame asɔre dan no na ne ba Solomon bɛsiiɛ no ɔno nso so ɔde ne ntomago sɛn dɛm na ada n'ani bɛgye paa sɛ bi obehu sɛ asɛm yɛ ayɛ mmɛnsɛm no na wakɔ akɔhwɛ ne ntomago no na afei wanya ahobraseɛ watumi ne nipa ayɛ dɛn ɛde atena enti obiara wɔ ne Kofi Asante bɛdi atuo biara no anwum na ɔgyina hɔ a wɔɔtoɔ no mumie nyinaa fa nyɛ futuo na yɛfa mmɔbra a ɛtene a ɛso nyame ani na ewiase yɛmfa nkɔ baabiaa ewiase yɛmfa nkɔ baabiaa ɔne mmakani nwɔnkyi ɔse nneɛma nyinaa yɛade gyan na asɛm no ɔnte aseɛ kɔpem sɛ ɔkɔhyia a ɔpani bi a wadi nna pii wɔ asase yi so na pani no na kyerɛ ne sɛ meba w'ani na hwɛ fidie yɛ esiwe yɛ a ɛnɛ apora tetie yi na menka ho asɛm nkyerɛ wo sɛ mmerɛ bi a atwa mu no na adefoɔ nkoa na timi tɔ saa fidie no asikafoɔ nkoa na timi tɔ na ɛnɛ sɛ wohwɛ ne tibea mu a wode yɛ biribiaa ɛnyɛ ye kyerɛ sɛ deɛ yɛpere wɔ asase so pɛ biribibia yɛpere wɔ asase so biara no yɛmfa nkɔ baabiaa ɛnɛ Kofi Asante bɛdi atuo ɔwɔ the nicest and most beautiful car wɔwie sika na ɔde akɔtɔ a sɛ sika no wɔwie a ɔde kɔtɔ saa car no ɛna wɔtɔ nnwom sɛ berebe ni a ne nsa ayɛ sɛ yɛ a ɔsɛ me nam asɛm mie no ɔmfa nkɔ baabiaa car no ɔntwi bi ne tira nyɛ yɛ koraa na yere bɛkɔ akɔfa gɛ boyfriend na boy na twi car no wɔaberɛ a wɔte akonnwa mu a ɛsɛ yɛasosɔ ne nsa o ɔno a na nkɔ wɔba a na nkɔ wɔ sugar no ɛsɛ no nneɛma no wura ne mu na wantimi ansɔ ano ɛnyae yɛ a ɛbɔɔ ne too fam no ɛna ogyina wɔyɛ sɛ berebe nua me nama asɛm ni o enti yɛfa nto yɛ ho fo na ewiase ahantan akakabensɛm meyɛ obi wone me na mo ɔfa ne mampani otumi fa ne nsa bonkum no atwerɛ lɛtɛ no wayi obi adi wokɔ ka na wasa ama boys kora ba bɛtaataawo yɛte hɔ nomlevo wo ne ɔna wo no wo se Kofi Asante ɔwo no na domlevo no odi wakyi wo se domlevo wanyini wadi 60 kofie afei wokɔtena fie yi a wanwe wo se a ɛnɛ wɔyɛ sɛ kontomire a yɛde egya aka no no ɛna abɛgyina na me nama afɛ mie ne nama asɛ mie ɛnyɛ sɛ ɔyɛ na de siri wo ɛyɛ nyansa a wansua ɛna mede tu nipa fo sɛ ɔmo nsua nyansa na ewiase yɛfa nkɔ baabia na nipa brɛ wo ho ase brɛ wo ho ase na nipa yɛnsa hwee brɛ wo ho ase bɛgye ɔman kanten so because wowɔ fa ɛyɛ mampani nti na kyɛ sɛ kyɛ sɛ wone hwan sɛ wode wo ho bɛka Kofi Asante ɔbɛprapra ne ho ɛne wahu na akɔgyina menuanom mpanifoɔ ne me wɔfanom nkyɛn na wotɔ nnwom na enti saa deɛ no video no nipa ɔtwa video no memma na mo na mede ayɛ afutu ama yɛn nyinaa including obi bia sɛ brɛ wo ho ase na nipa yɛn sɛ hwee brɛ wo ho ase nipa yɛn nyɛ obia nyɛ obia hɛ sɛ woyi the demeanor of ɔmampani Mahama sɛ nka mena makɔ fie na maba kafe kwa na nka bia nka mbɛkyerɛ sɛ maba ɛnso kyɛ sɛ ahobraseɛ ne deɛn ahobraseɛ
chief of staff
hwɛ Julius down to earth wo de hwɛ appointees no
Dr. Callistus
hwɛ Amaboa hwɛ Kopoku hwɛ wei everyone kyɛ sɛ obiara brɛ ne ho ase hwɛ Akufo-Addo appointees wo de hwɛ nansi a ɔmo ɛkɔ rounds yi hwɛ deɛ Brian yɛ ɔne boy yedu my subordinate ahobrɛseɛ hwɛ yɛsɛ brɛ ho ase a nyame ɔma so yɛsɛ ɔma wo so a nyame ɔbrɛ wase ɔdum gya ɔgu anim ase
nipa gya timi dum Kofi Asante yɛsɛ wɔyɛ sɛ kontomire a ɛgya aka no
afei na abɛto sɛbrɛ bɛni afei na wɔn sɛ wɔ sɛbrɛ fa yɛ futuo mɛda na ase sɛ wankɔ sɛ dɛm na wɔde na brabɔ a sɛsɛ ni nsa ayɛ mmɛtɛɛ yɛ a agugu hɔ a ɔde to sɛbrɛ bɛni no ɛyɛ yɛde bɛhwɛ yɛ bra ɛde abɔ no yie na yɛama hantan anhyɛ yɛ mu na yɛnsua Kofi Asante bɛdi atuo enti ɛyɛ paa nipa otwa video no wɔyɛ adeɛ ɛte sɛ awo na mokɔtwa yɛ dɛn otwa bi bɛtu nipa fo sɛ ne ɛbɛyɛ a
it's in the public domain.
Yes nipa mfa mma ne ho so tumi wagye akufo do nama akokora a ɔno hye galas sɛ ɔba na ɔkunkun ɔhene te hɔ sɔre tia me wode kɔ he
political power expiring date
yɛde kɔ he papa bi atwerɛ gu ne ka akyi ɔse position is not property if it were ɛnka wonyɛ former owner nti no mede yɛ futuo na ma saa atimi biom sɛ nnɛ nyame ayɛ wadom woyɛ appointee a prɛ wo ho ase. I know most of them are very down to earth. O fena send your best far obey so.
Same Jemfi.
Ebi wo wa, hesane. Down to earth. Just say what you cry and send your obey
John Jenapo.
Hey John. Down to earth. There is no appointee of John Mahama or one time.
So
none
within a chair was a
you be actually sure you be kind antie.
Exactly.
Nti nyaade a yɛkɔ akɔfa obi a ɔwɔ ahomasoɔ deɛ ɔwɔ ahomasoɔ nso no me napoku me hu a mɛtea wo ɛmi obi atwa mu akɔyi a metea ne ɔsa yɛ ahomasoɔ a mɛsa atea no because yɛdi wo kan no ɔwɔ ahobraseɛ nti wo a sɛbi yɛse bra bɛhwɛ baabi ɛnyɛ sɛ ayi ɛna woba bɛmama ho so apagapagya wo nsa tiɛ neɛ ɔma ne ho so biom a memehu na mɛsa atea no tiɛ neɛ na ɔho ase sɛ wontimi a adwuma no gya to hɔ ɛyɛ Ghanafoɔ dea
liso Kanofurata da so ɛnam amanene sɛdeɛ land
Kanofurata deɛ ɔn sɛ Nyankopɔn tea no baako nti sɛ akyire ne wahuhuru kakra ne nyinaa yɛ adeɛ a yɛde bɛtu yɛ ho fo na very soon yɛ me teteɛ no very soon obi bisa say how soon is the soon na me maka say until it is done I can't tell but the me teteɛ in the corridors of power course one there obebu na ketima bagana because she said the ne ho atɔ no ɛna ɔno a ɛyɛ evident say video yi a ɔde school bag abɔ n'akyi a sɛ ɛdeɛ na ɛwɔ mu sɛ ɛdeɛ na ɛwɔ mu sɛ ɔde nneɛma ɛkɔdwa a ɛne ɔnka ne ɛhu ɛbɛtumi nso ayɛ pan ɛbɛtumi ayɛ biribiara na wɔmu na ketemu ama a
schoolboy
sɛneɛ ɛsɛ fata a ɛwɔ sɛ nipa ɛtumi hyɛ aseɛ yɛ dede ɛwɔ kurom ha nti sɛ wohu no a sɛ school bag na ɔne ne yere no ne yere mekɔ kaa sɛ ɔyɛ buroni obi sɛ ɔyɛ ofiri baa wɔnyɛ firi ɛnyɛ ofiri ɔyɛ buroni ɔyɛ bibini buroni sɛ ɔmo nso no sɛ ɔwɔ taste na ɔhwɛ Kanofurata ne kɔn abubu agu n'akyi a ɛyɛ sɛ wotumi sɛ wakɔtena yie papaapa ohia ɔtwe ahɛba ho because ɔtwe ahɛba deɛ ɛwɔ sɛ ɛtumi de sa nkɔmfoɔ yareɛ na nabi sɛ ohia ɔtwe ahɛba nti ɔmo nyinaa ɛbɛboa ɔmo sɛ ɔmbɛnya ɔtwe ahɛba ɛyɛ paa ɔtwe ahɛba ɛyɛ papapapa nti I say ma omubi I am bina mfa nkoma na nabi ohia bi otwa he ba no etimi sadam yariana
na ka for pe yes next week
there be etimi sadam because akwa bi so e wodam I was say mani bi enko otimi nom na etimi sadam etikali frata de mumi mfa to body because I don't think say he's a good subject matter. Now to the substantive discussion about Galamsey. Mugabe Galamsey ya dia sebi preduasa I say nsuwa I say ya kwaye pi na senya nano efiada no mebe kire mu ha say fight is a word that men per se be use for sebi amanfo a ekomo ya enti omo ate omo ho agu kwaye mu a sebi omo essay ensuo ne ensase wabra sebi eye your friend saying agudi a nyankopon de ahye fam a ewo se omo tuo entina omo de say ensuo kwaye eni enfu ahodo a sebi nki edidi firi mu na on say ade ekoso no ma chemu say ewo se yetase ne se besepa eni konyina haban na se me hu se new month to gold edi gold no kwa manone na amanone fo anya gold na eye Ghana fo dia no eso mfaso a na minua ono wo kwaye mu a ono soso wan famra kwan so etu fo magudie ono soso ye tata na midi yawo se me Ghana ni isanse emi se yani yenua no mo kwaye ni mu ko. That word fight is something that I want us to erase from our parlance. And they say, Nyankopon ena de sika ko de che. So far no, o man we aye wo mu no, gold na ewo mu no, yentu ohamu ntichemu be se miensampo miensa yentu ye. Yetua ye miensa. Let us say, ye 97% of gold depositor and that's what ya say simu a yentimi tuye na de ya ne say wo mu tu fom agudie no e fom agudie na o tuo no a wo si ahoro gold efra nwam na yenya kakra no sa nwia na o mu ahoro gold na funu no so sa akosisa sa nwia no na de koma obi a owo good technology a otimi di sikako ko free anwam a Mugabe sa nwia kro na nipa ne si ahoro ayi gold no utumi sanya gold a eso chen de nipa ni yiye efiri mu atese ye tu gold no kra wie o de yensa yen kwaye ne yensa se ni yensuo nyina nwie ni yesi etu efom gold ni nyina wia yesa akosisa sa anwia na asa de kogu omo quality technology on tu gold no e machines ni mu a etumi sa extract gold efiri sa anwia ni natese se ne bible kan ye no nindia me man nim entina Oma Ghana yesi apimie ewo Galamsey ho anunti mini minister Owura Amaboa eni mampani eya adwen se ndie ne wo fom na adwen no yesi wa adwen ne wo fom a body no ene bre no ehu be hia se ye be ma enkyerɛkyerɛ no atumi omo wo kwaye mu no se ne be ya omunya enkyerɛkyerɛ no yie na yetimi equipo omo na aban regulate na regularize eye efoma gudie ntu a Mugabe yenhu bibia efo Galamsey biem wo Ghana ha. So the first option eye sa kokobo yi a kenebu anom ne mpanifo enamo a omu sizi machines no fine many omo nya adwene wo 1 or 2 bi ho say nipa no usizi machine no we sizi machine no ninya ebekwa akotu ena impempi no omo wo kwaye ni mu no omo kura do so chen Ghana amu ni nyina edupa for the entire amu ni kura ko gu kwaye mu one way they overcome them. Ebio, almost say Cresika because we are too good. And almost say Cra Aquadie, a trio, a giant, a second, continue, ya, already check a penny. Now, a proper woman, you know, but Kaiser honorable Bayano, or say, na galamsey for na fa. Emu fa kese na. Na say ya no watimi akwa wagege kwaye mu bi. Na ni nyina ne say so pam mu du. Na wan fantete no a ye bi tu fo magudie no antete won. Ankyere mu say kwan pa ni nie. Etimi ni nyai ekwan bone no so nante a. Ye be sa ba betena hanom asa ba be discuss galamsey. Etino honorable no o ma yo ma dwe se no o de ebinum be kwakọ amanone no ma kwotete wo mo na o mo mbenya ntete ne ba o mo so abetete e fa kese na e wo Ghana ha no se yetimi ya sa de ni wie na ya tetew na wo se ntete na ye de ama wo no wo mpe na wo de kwan boni na na be fa so de a e se wo no wa ya aden asobrache sa ne ye twe wo so a ne ye twe kwaso anunti yabesre omo kwaye mu se wo pam mu nyina kra begu fie se efi na kro mu nkokwaye ni mbie na de o de koto fence wall etwa kwaye ni nyina hu hia eze nipa ni mu bio ebe kakra wu minister uto de man wo pie ho because e kombede no ama na dwe hu se ene ma mi fetuo na anam de wo kwaye mu enkokro no bo enti eye besepa ani ko nyina ha ban a e wo se etase no abanyansafo enti migusu a me bon ka ye se honorable minister ene na pamfo omo hyehyeye especially the omanpani e de ba ya friend responsible mining Pedro eda no da bia mi hudi ni bo edi ni wadodo e wo se nkomo ye na abbreviation kakra man responsible cooperative mining den Pedro so de no omo nam kwayem no omo kyerɛkyerɛ kwaya nipa befa so. I think say the earlier we put premium to say ye ko ma entity no akwadre ye mebu na egu mu no the better for all of us. A security threat because say ya le didi mu na the terrorism na the rebels because they say confession kwaye ni mu a etu ekura mo no bibi ni se Ghana amikura obi etu bo se bedu ba bi no na akoye se okay ene enu ndi besi ani na ya hwe ya na ejatum but ye bom pa se emu ho so wo hwen hyehyɛ ya owu amaboa ene mampani ene na pamfo especially you say ekuobi so the minus omo so so ntoto ya omo ye ene mampani nani a abrese crodom a o make sure say yen kwaye ne yen sa sini yen suo ense no mo ye fantete no enkom se ye sa wie na ene emebu na wa ha yesi o ohene a wo da eye ekuro ya no fa wo mebu bra na kuro yi ye pese ye tuska kokko wo ene enkuro ba se du no maka bom enu mebunu momra ye betete mo kwan ya mo befa so mo betuska kokko esan se e wo si etuska kokko no na oman no so ya bibi eye oman na dwuma cause gold board e wo ho saa no ye hu sika kokko a e betimi am ye nya enough reserve na ya dollar to cedi na da bia na dollar na ebu cedi no eno so un se ya ti gold board yi ama cedi no enya hoden a edu ba bia gold ne ma na afi akoye haw ni nyina ya de a e wo se yede ehyehyɛ papa egu akwan se no mampani eye no ti mesre se ba bia nam no e ho tro nti yentutu ya nam nkakran na ye manindie no entimi omanfo no especially omo tu for agudia na omo fa ekwan papa so no say no yes we be why am an license Mugabe you driver for the bra omukra license ah omuka akakro hu kra chain the only license we say until very recently no makaka from infancy as no many license as we be america bedru no nipa bebre ya omukra license omutimi fanko I just you ye tell say license ya wo de be mo obi no en chese we wie sebi no to paper what you say because obi wo okra license ne pa there's some come on TV license kra kanu ye what you say enti enye omo ye small scale mining nyina na ye mining papa and also I was a small scale mining for no omo ti sa de na se na omo mom ebuama aban etimi tu omo a omo essay ensure any akwaye ne so sa se na be ya omo so bi beti
to be ado no here state of emergency na
Debbie eno de your state of emergency a technical word o
akwasi
enu ntino mampani kan se yanwu ho obi ti state of emergency a o de yemfa your phone Google state of emergency na nipa ntiase se yanwu ho o ti ase state of emergency ni say a situation of a nation a situation of national danger or disaster in which a government suspends normal constitutional procedure in order to regain control. No, or say a situation of national danger or disaster in which a government, so in this case, in which John Mahama's government suspends normal constitutional procedure. Now, is it good to suspend normal constitutional procedure? Ete yadia fani se yakwa fe yehu se yentimi nko baby enema duru no ayeden ebia emaburu no krampo no mo de tuo ni enema sese omo nsama na omo ya soja for the face so that is where we call a national danger or disaster. Then you are supposed to suspend a constitutional procedure such of which and say instead of dialogue you know say the dialogue at two so the need ya bonusum to telepan sam you know it is future no enye futu papa impo say this for opposition no and no modam say ekufo do kran koye your friend saying your friend saying state of emergency na omo a call for state of emergency no say adia na nka ye say bia ti say akoyi yadafu a no takwa mp a tuni no kudu kanom season conformal and say pics omu season way no ma atimi de ankobra no ma obi timi de e friend say excavator ko si ankobra mu in the name of akunta mining a wo tu akunta no so no ya ekufuado sabre no say no ewom say yenkwaya no emabu ni bi da so wom ya omampani ene ni minister owura amaboa eguso omoko na so no yenyambu baby a okun no yese we de our hands are in despair no yenyambu ho emunti ehunhia say yebe kwa koye state of emergency bia to regain control. Abai hasn't told anybody say we lose control into no we say we cover a certain your friend is saying or suspended constitutional procedure bia debi aye dru no Abai still will control oguso a o tu ade ne so sa we no se ne kan ye no entitie ni ya adwuma na nipa omu wo kwaye mu no ye from nyina se mu nyina mabunu ye nka se ma muntu fo magudu no ye pese mutu na mom muntu no responsibly and then Sakura said you yet Tony and your ma said you FG for Bohundery. Omoya no much trust here. Drink responsibly. And no crown pra, we will who are women when you are woman. Or say, drink responsibly. One more was a job to you say, you try job to know. Smoking is harmful. Your
head.
To your health. If you try, smoking is harmful to your health now. One kasana, ube two for say, earlier, who smoky cry, ube smoky responsibly. Mebwa. Chacha cry, gaining commission. Almost say, 18. Betting, almost say, be responsible. Intino, a former good year, no. And yes, sir, we will say, yes, sir, good year, and now the Asako run up to now to from there. I will say, your money, you're responsible. Yeah, responsible. Not you to a former good year responsibly. Send your bear, Nipa, Sebi, Omusuyan Chimano, Omumma may inherit chemicals. Say, you chemicals, I say no. Ebedu baby no say na say what say as we be ko wo a ebi akora ne nsa mienu obi wa ne nsa 7 ne nsa ntia say 7 na nipa da sani a wa wo a akora ne nsa nso ase eye enso eye nwotwe deformity ntimesre yetu okrafo no na yetu momonefo well mako se kwa yenu bia eye no me afie emergency okay na munyantete a aban and regularize na unregulate mo amutu from agudie wa ha no machine wey ye tu from agudie is about 70 to 80% a year mo betimi atu gold ayi gold na free anwanu enya se mo ko ya mo de so ball for ma na makọ hwa no munya kakra mo se o tipa na ye de kwa kopẹ gas da bi sa mabu munya abutre enye sabi the bring na na yiska kokko ena sabi nya da ube tobo atwa fra no na empafi be si wo enye ye friend say bi da na ye enye didi preko tumi nya abotre na ye mfantitie nim se ye de ko Australia ne ba ne ana say omusi technology on the for Australia na ba omu de ba no mbetete mu na mu tu for magudie na mo ankasa mbo se na se na se na e wo se ye no kra na afini akwabi kan se na ye di nei eti munya mutrema aban na aban fa ne hihye papa no nwu akwam na wo yes anu ma ni wi a obi abedi de yanka se menkose ho nkotu na momu no yeniye ensensuo na oyonko etimi de excavator kwakosi echanfa yakosi ensuo a woni se yesu tini a kwa ma obi nso anom na wa udi saboni we because of uboto musika enti wo so eyema enti sade no wo so mo nwini hu na mo kai hu se edidida na yeden eye enye didi preko
medasi
ekom de wa ye friend sam yenu enfuma duane nse yenu wano ye baako ti udi nsa baako na didi ne nsa mienu na wo de fuma duane eni berebre no so doso panifu a mo so o mampani apa mo a mo no madani supervisors no nyai na mampani wote obeyi wadi ni se meti a mia me kwa akoba amane o mampani MC we
konkonsa de
o yesei me kwa no ni konkonsa me buwo ayi me konkonsa de se makase makọ tete na maka me kama we hu se nam kan ade ya MPP MCs ni so mo ye bi mo ye bi ni enyeska ni na efe ti yes not all that glitters is gold ade bi o wa yes kwari o wa tini we nipa ni so we ni wo nti enye se we nye sika tawa ta so we si dan koku na o de kope gas ni me hia kwaya abefa so a wo so no efoma gudie na ye betu ni responsibly anunti na decentralization no ebwa on my way no ti MCEO DCEO baby a wo bia no so mampani eta skill say aha say galam say ekoso no e wo say jaya si eba be galam say wo say you adi that should be the next step because so mampani yo mo say MCEO no be pini say you betu galam say wo important
so sha enemotu a aban no etu efiri be ye bosumi otwimu a ni so
ekwan bi so no aban eguso a ɔyɛ de obetimi na yɛmfa dako ana yɛmfiti prɛko pɛ mpɔ yɛse ɔma yɛ bi but sɛ ɛbɛsɔ ani deɛ ɛbɛsɔ ani akansuo n'ani ate but ɔmo gu so sɛ nansi nhwɛ ankobra a ɛne eti ba yɛsɛ ɔmo a na ɔmo de machine sisim ne nyinaa no ɔno abo ayɛ ama yɛtumi ayi afirim na yɛsɛ ɛdambɔ efiri fie charity begins at home ɔno ne constituency na ankobra da nti sɛ ankobra mu ate a ɛwɔ sɛ ɔno abo adeɛ a wɔyɛ yɛ a ɔmo ankobra mu tie yɛ no MCO, DCO, regional minister hwan a ne region ana ne mpɛsua so ana ne boɔ no so yɛtu galamsey no ɛwɔ sɛ yɛ taske ɔno na saa suban na ɔno da na di a etini ma nkobra ne ani tie no ukɔ Ashanti regional wotumi sɛ Ashanti regional minister ɔbɔ ne ho modern ɛfa galamsey fight no ho fight ne deɛ me sɛ me mpɛ that word fight but fight galamsey na mu dia and we fight the people that are in galamsey rather no yɛn pɛ kwan a yɛbɛfa so yɛbɛtete wɔn ntetea no yɛ adwuma nipa no bɛkɔ no wɔ tu fam ɔbɔ fam ɛkwan yɛ ɔbɛfa so ɔbɛyɛ adwuma no kora ɔkɔ bɛdɔ baabi wɔ yɛfrɛ ne sɛn eastern region ha ya Mugabe so ko wura hɔ paa na yɛka kyerɛ sɛ yɛtu galamsey wɔ ha na sɛ bi a yɛtu fam agudie wɔ ha ɛhɔ nyɛ galamsey but say no ntimi the difference between galamsey and small scale mining or whatever nti no wɔn hyia ɛkwantene no ne yɛmfa so yɛfa saa kwan no so a yɛmmerɛ gold no nyankopɔn na de ma yɛn mementi aseɛ na mɛsɛ repeat sɛ gold face to gold new mont to gold anglo gold Ashanti to gold na ɔmo tu saa gold no ɔmo de kɔ ɔmo kurom na me Ghana ni mi ko to a wo so wa ba bɛkye me ɛno no me ne wo yɛ adwene nyeye etitete me na me nso to gold ni bi wɔ kwan pa so ijiri sɛ saa kwan we deɛ saa ban fa so deɛ a obi abetu gold no obetu na wayɛ responsible sɛ amra na sɛbi ɔkra kra no Rollins kan no ɔse ɔkra kra mpo no sɛbi o ogya nanan a wɔkata so na wakotutu fam no wagya hɔ na wasa afiri hɔ no ade ɛnam sɛ wo petrol sikanti ana diesel sikanti no na wo de wo nam wa ne sɛ wo de wo diesel gu excavator ma na de abofom ban na wasa anwea na wahohoro ban na wasa anwea na wahohoro na wo bu muagu na wo yese saa ne ma nyansa bi anim enti no aban tete wo mo so otete wo mo wie na entitie ni nyina achi no omo so de ombeya no ombeya dia ene se mu obi ne kun entwi woti ase na bosi akudi ni ti baji akire ma na odi age ti eba saa no bia ene ye be gyina bonten ye se aban tete mu ena mo antie ena mo de mra asem nse na mo ya oyonko onyeska so a guess ena odi be kwa akọ mo ohun ese wo galamsey site be bia galamsey wo bia aduane bo odi nchenkra ha adan ya obu kreska ntu mu aduane kakra bi ko ho a na oyonko wa ta mabadefo oto a okona kono abiem a obesa ato nti they help in building the economies of those areas but they make omo indigents in that area no find it very difficult to live in those areas nti mesre say yetu okrafo no na yetu momonefo ti momone mo amuntu mofo se yesi mu free kwa yenim mu free ho na mo mra fie mo maje ntiteye se mo bana se aban so ntite mo a mi na epoku me ba be ka bi ama mo obi abeka bi ama mo na aban ni so no hia gold no they say gold board dey ntimi see gold board you see gold board se na be ya mo so no betimi aye adwuma ma eso aban fa so na aban anya gold na wanya reserve na yetimi abo ama seed ni so aye kra behwe etime sra mo se emma mo mfa mra nsem nsem enka se akɔhye ekɔma achi nti ekɔma ni brenti o sense asensuo ase kwaye da bi mesre obi an free kwaye nim na mo mra meje ntete mo baba mo benya ntete mo bekwa ko tu gold no anwe na mo huru na mo huru tugu no gold ne fa na mo huru egu no ohwe we obewie no no wahwie gold ni nyina egu na gold na sa akudi asase nim wabra technology wo ha ye betimi dia ye nkofa mercury nkofa cyanide enfa nkohoro nkonko no nsuo bone ubewie na kura na wo kura kaka yo nsa ti we ya mu ye ya mu kum hu ti mu nyai obi anyai no mra fie why mo ba no abeje ntete nya ntete na eni aban na ehwe mo so aban ukotu gold a oso okay gold na mu nyasan yato ukofia unkwamu de unkwamu hwehwam enya fei na oba be ya ade a se bi ebema na achi bi ntirima so ba be bre wankasa woye kwa wo ya wo ya wonya akola ni sa 8 na ye ofe utime wu akola na ni ti ayese bama nti ye ofe akola bi ni titini kakraka na nani ahan nti wa wo ye bonu we ti ada san nti ye tumi mi nyai le mra fie ye ma gentitiye ye gentitiye ni bia utu fom kakra bi a go da wo be horo no ebe bebre wa to amasane jamfini ono soso wo de akwa akoto futuom na se ye de bi be kwa bruchi akoton ani akoton e basa na o man ni bedi yie wo bedi yie me Ghana ni bia benya gold no so mfa so se si e nipa kakra bi ana omo ye smuggling no nyai eya na omo fani se John Mahama o ye too lenient enti o de ye timia na kwa kopachew ni na epoku be frɛ me amenko sami jamfi upa me yenche se wakoye smuggler na se wa wia gold bia na se o de gold bia ko bu baabi ukwa won fi eti munyina munya gold na mu fa kwa paso mo di gold ni nam Burkina border ne so ni hwan no so say me ba beka me de na etimoto omo de nkofo akogu ho mo anhwe nam di gold ni kofa ho ne ye chewa oni pa ko wa wo je tem ntimi na etimi nya careful obi anya careful na sabi abusu ehia ho se wa akra na wo mpa wo ho a ye de ehia ho why ehia mo nkwane ahodin
eva sira ka se ma ya na boafo atachi de dwumadi ebrewo ene ewie efri eye SYZ ha nyasem ketua Victory garlic mesa kupebi nom sere bia betumi aboa ma moja timi adi ni pedua no mafurisa ne yie kwasibro ne beka se blood circulation wonya bina ono ma eboa onan a edua bia na ye titriti asese de anase achi wo no wonya Victory garlic mesa ne binu ma ebeboa obi a wonya ose didiye na nom anopa enwumere na niema ebekoyia amani pedua na samboa ebusi immune system ni yepa anti Victory garlic mesa pharmacy shop herbal shop bia ebe won ubowrema ubenya bi ato for 0201293280 0201293280 and 0242545633 0242545633 ofra eja Victory Dr. Marcon ebejoso Divine Hope Eba Center omna de otwa heba powder aba otwa heba powder media ne kura me no eje se manti omusu de wonum se eye breast cancer awareness month lusto mpacho omefantua breast cancer awareness night month mu ne we nti ehun be hia se mema no mo betumi emiemie no foni ye papa na we ye be ma dia ni nyina no pamo adwuma bibia be konkan a wosu utuminya eye otwa heba powder ni bi de agu nsu mu de se wo de kubi nsu no ma ekoyie papa ne raf na be kire me se wo de kubi enoma ekoyie papa one Kevin Asante na eye Emmanuel Kisi omo na eka se wo de kubi nsu no ma emema no ekoyie papa bibi nanom amulibido no wo fom no sexual weakness no ye vanfa list wo fi on de ho de yi papa koko na etete wono weye wachi nkase no mpinum na utumi se waist pain no wonya eye Divine Hope heba omodra to din otwa heba ne bia oboba aja powder ne fagun sumu keke ebetumi aboa capsule pharmacy okoforidua cap heba ewo sunyane House of Drugs ewo shaman boache heba enso ewo boachansa o Capcos ena nana boache heba enso watema PK gumbila ewo tamale fe womo 0550 639-037 0550-639-037 ofra Divine Hope Herbal Center omo ebejoso Power Specialist Herbal Hospital Emmanuel Edu Asemen Kancheo hepatitis A B C D and I be netete o fatty liver sciatica no peni baby na techima prostate mema no motion so do baby anu akọ ni asusuma hwese eja bibia metomo kompona etete wa for nature Power Specialist Herbal Emmanuel Edu ho and ase fibroid emma no munya enye ma mena so ye mudi money kira bia beko enkan takrade fofo money nche anaje estate oben anaje me primary school no sanso na kran so ko benya poko CCP kwantempon no so ene kuma se ofe ya seligbo so ntwe kwantempon no so e wo continence aputu ja kwa no so woni jazbo filling station di nhwani mu fa ma me adu ya 0244 544422 544422 S natural mineral water so agana fo nyina jatum oba SYZ broadcasting ha yo 37 na BBC Street studio bia opbia obetime tu bi so akoton na wo so anya so emfa so se otoba ko to mienu obowura ho a Mr. Robert ebehwe said ebeya wo so obetumi anya dodo na ade amaw na wo so otumi akona busuafo no obi atumi anya S natural mineral water ni bi anom obetumi afre Mr. Clifford 0596273546 0596273546 so fra Sir Clifford Ebejo so Live Kit capsules if me the most asue wana kofa edu papai ediaba na Live Kit capsules no ye binom onuma eboa ma digestion it me take police kama esan hanse metabolism na eboa esan support ye liver function no wonpi we na apede kope Live Kit capsules no bi ne bobo pharmacy shop ba should be nationwide obinya bi ato fe doctor now neno entry enkomo medimosis 10244068447 0244068447 ofra Dr. Ebeje so shano so say medi Moses Herbal Center na so yono wasako fa medical capsules dia bedwa so eno so eboa ma moja timidi ni pedua ni mo frisa ni papa the branches awudu ni na no wodi wani ekira obenya ndupa e dia ma wendua aboa mema so ewo mpem ma bibia tumi ejina so ye papa enti eja for ni kira na so yo the branches awudu ni na the Home Ministries Ghana Highways Authority yard and the wa dental barrier oni police station di hwe ni mu ahenema kokoben kuma so ho eje koju oni school for the deaf and ben ho tutumrikai na woni medimosis eni enkomo 0244 068447 0244 068447 ofra medimosis obeje osum Safari Valley Eco Resort we are just safari ewu dew in the eastern region we do Safari Valley Eco Resort we say yes waba environment here just a bar a wildlife mwa ni ade eni woni baji we papa antelope na omunamo na zebra omoko na omo eba nkoda enso bia woni swimming pool obedam eni wudu ha ote tongon amafo dware na edware environment we very very conducive ya wudu ha woni ebeje papa tifo nature Safari Valley Eco Resort na bibia anso nyada entumi enko enkan emfa emma na omo ebia mo pesa mo ye conference mo pesa mo ye meetings awodo ana say gathering bi na mo pesa mo ye na mo pe quiet environment ya na mo de woni a Safari Valley Eco Resort o mo betumi about the only mo e work constituency in the same region from na eja woni mo twetwe nkomo on 0596914394 0596914394 ofra Dr. Ebejo so do aso ye ho champion fonko and go Dr. Sawodo ya womo ekoho kwaji ma home otimi say yes penifo titiru ene bobra hokwaji ma home na bibia so adwene timi sese so na omobo omatimi abu omudwumadi kama Hebron Hills International School Media Evidence and Road was say excel and shine to make a copa admission ma obano nya bosome miensa kwesi mfiinum Montessori ntete na de mano school run of UK aba with the learning materials ni bibiri anaba koda no omoka brofo a wo say yes enya de say oja wo bokagu ne momoba no ne foundation na ena ehia say furniture Hebron Hills International School was say excel and shine lower primary ne upper primary nyina no admission go so a ekoso meko nyina da woro manete kira yedu dwumedi eto aboboa no ene awie ewo eye TVS was na power 97.9 FM ebesra ye nuanu mashenkafo se nsu no eto efomo ayetro nti aye drivers no mkankane mu amonam motorway mu amonam nsamom kwam komedie ene ne patemu no ekwa no so enye nti anomato mobo okono bokwa obekwa kodu fi asumdwem mu amonam eye aflawo kwa no so mu amonam kwantempa wodo no so Cape Coast ene eye wini bakwa no so kaswafo yesemu bibiri Christmas is just around the corner okono bokwa obedu nti munyane boko emma yen monsu asabi nsu ase yi ne munyo bon sere kai ahwehwe kure bi ni ho ena akire nso de hyehyɛ won so na ebi yi na de eye dasta na akwakɔhye ho bedu ona ne nyina so roba bi ne atwa hye na ho afɔ yɛbɛsra senkafo no sɛ agya make sure sɛ wiper no so no eye adwuma yi on kanea no so egyina so o break no so adwuma kama ne mo mutwa bi a maintenance stay nanum say if you drink please don't drive. Ipan kwa hu hia enkwa yentono makola market yentono media market ani yentono wansewo market ti nipan kwa hu hia we asenso na yeka se we ohun so yi a wo yedan wonyine che eye futu a medema nuanum ahyenkafo passengers no sutia so no mo slow down Christmas ba ni nyina ye ni fefefe listo mame ko so ene Ghana Railway Development Authority officially we ma launch a passenger train service where operation here to a Impakadan 8 years Akufo-Addo antimi anyahwe John Mahama in 8 months to see railway SB funding to mapa Efra Ghana
railway idea ehun hia papa train kwan na se me catch you say John Mahama eba be fa Akufo-Addo ntumago no amanada ni kenta me de Efra sabra na me kanu na amanfo adwen ye omo se bia ye dwa yenum nanso eya na ye ogidie wo empanifo nsem bi mu se bi de onim to ne de gina kyerempon so sanse de waye bi pen na se bi okase obesa ya ntimi nyi na kinye de wonye bi dade wi ase se bi de osua wa asa no eya no wachia ne pa se ne be ya yebeka say o yere ne ho Akufo-Addo by first few weeks into his government no sha say no dey numudwa obeye railway ama ebedru ba bi no Ghana ye railway ye friend say akwan a ye obeye no ye kura no ye nhua no afi wa o sa se me kwa first sky train it say train no ebi nam from no na ebi sa na nwiem afedi akobi kwa kwatena wuntumi TV so a o say Akufo-Addo aye train amana ko fa poase ama epono kra che say kwan no etimi kwa di train kra na de nkofo be kwa brochi am say we be kwasi prat o si massa na say many now so the propaganda manage abaya no nemu be guase because no kre yen kantam enwo asase ase nkata so ebe pie sana no kre tie na wa dintro afede railway minister we baba jogate na nemu guase poto afei hu ya kra se de amawu kra ne sako na se ukona tikesi ewi adwea eya na nkyere se adwea mire o John Mahama is that type who is a planner what I say and they say sorry ya na wa be kan bibi keke and I wa to bibi agum from him just because of he say I was say what can bibi ma omanfo ebonise dabi ono no ansa na obebie na no akase mepese me ya ade egwei no na wadi nkan atena se a plane a esusu akari se ade we ya me ka ho asem se mepese me yi ehwo ka yesen na anyanyan bia no ehwo ka na me ka no ekwan be na mefa so a menye sika me bebeye na sika no nyina achi no wasa dwen say na why cry na beye 3 questions na wa answer no na nipa na obeye no owo ho den e wo hu ndie it is our answer questions when you are answer no abetu na mu tuo say me John Mahama me pese me yes ade ewi nipa we na beye ye free ha akoka ha ye free ha ye beto aso akoka ha eti John Mahama ebra na o sebo say obesi e-blocks makumaku 200 no na yesi opani oni hwe kura no owo abacher esan say wadi politics achi enye se odi achi keke se de na Akufo do di politics achi a osori a na odi abone ho asafo hene ye ne fetete no da bi obi wo wa ye ne fetete nso se bi hwini kotreyem anunti no enye me won wakura se do Mahama timi aye akodu mpakadan a wo ba be ma sese twen ahya siasa aye adwuma bi me enye nwanwa ena by the time John Mahama be fu abam no twen yakwan a obeyiye no ebedo so achen ebia de wono kura no ofini mo fa blomodi na mi ehu sebi kotie musi Akufo do boye sika hodo amofo de cheyen ene oye sika yenyaye
tue krom kofa ba yo
na tue a omo kofa ba ye sade accident sa ma tue ni ye say tue ni ye de aba na obi
nya papa
etimiama tue na konya accident
nya papa
o de propaganda bo aban hu de wa woni beguase
family solution
enti mebo wa Mahama ani na pamfo abaso
transport minister no so
transport minister no
obojuma pa
unza on tenenka but action man say action speaks louder than words intine action ya wa yi eche say or the transport ministry be ko achire but the man see your cyber security no in a minute what you say a lot of people don't pay attention to cyber security na time na Amrobes ni be wia mekano at one point with Kumase no ena me take cell phone ana gadgeta me use very seriously because when you say we phone no kura say a tracking device on its own enti say no so na baby kura no obi person who say Mugabe gina ha obetimi enya access to bibi e wo phone no etimi de ho ba bia wo na say enyoma aposifo titiri especially under dampare obekai say the phone omo be so for 7 days edulu no because we be can wa ha omo du no sa so for 6 days because sabre no ena men ko mo say omo de me phone e track a enko betima track kura ko ko phone mo chi no but say sense ono na na ye boni ni ntino unso man track enti under mami ya obeye yewunu ma CID boss
Lydia Donko
me say upa bokro no sisi enche omecho
they are working
what I say all because they have taken cyber security so seriously intimesre when obi am friends na president ka playfully he was advising us say obi who say MTF for Nigeria MFR won case for details bra
okay
o bank bi no be case for details bra no me take cyber security very seriously as o mine
very well
yes sir krono no e be ba form na ya boya ya ho ban na ya dwen so ahwe kan wa botwe for ne kan
wa antonyum ana ba kwa kotonyum
ene be tunu no ayi na anima na me pese me tuna Kofi Asante be di etu afa
ye first ya
so brobe
Mr. Fona Ikrado ya odi enyumre no isi akase ebo ena ebre wo mo se ofa bia abedo se tama so yen so so eti nyame adom ne tenkwema ochina ebo eye no miensa ye besan adinhia luso wana na kwesi bekomeda ase na ma da ahwefo ne etefo nyina so ase ma mu nyina mo enitie